And we're live. What's going on, everybody? We got a bunch of beautiful ladies in the house. Let's fucking go.
Let's do this shit.
And what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Purple Pod, episode 36, number one show in the world for dating. Start right here in Dallas, Texas. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe, go follow my podcast Instagram, guys. Check out the TikTok, our Facebook, our Twitch. We're also live on both of those right now, so go check them out. Go check out the Rumble and follow it, please. Go check out my Twitter. Go sign up for the new mentorship program that I just dropped today, guys. I'm doing it for only $500 right now. It's going up to $1,000 probably just after the first 20 people sign up. So sign up quick if you don't want to be paying $1,000 for that. If you want to support our, you can really sign up for the Patreon. Also, we got some new videos just up on there that I put up today. You can also show some more support by pressing the join button in the YouTube right under where I'm pointing right now. You can pick up some really awesome emojis if you do that for the show. Also, check out our new shirts on the merch store. Everything's set up on there if you need a hoodie or anything like that. And if you ever want to book a one-on-one call with me, you can hit me up on my neck and just search Purple Pill Pod. We're also now streaming on all audio platforms, guys. I'm on Apple Music, everything. It's like on 10 different podcast audio sources. Make sure to add the Instagram right now, though, if y'all want to hit up any of these ladies. They're all tagged right now in the story. So if y'all want to start acting the fools you always act, just go ahead and start doing it, man. Please, and thank you so much to my producers tonight. We got JR and Donnie helping out. I really appreciate both of y'all, and Cornerstone Events for always doing everything y'all do with the recruiting. I appreciate y'all, man. And then now let's go ahead and get started. We got some really beautiful ladies in the house, so let's get started. We always start, ladies, with your name, your age, your education level, and what you do for work. We gotta let these people learn a little bit more about you. There's 2.6 billion people that watch YouTube on a monthly basis. You never know if your dream man's out here. We're going to find them, maybe, you know? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, to start off, let's go on this side.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay,
I had to. You look nervous, so I had to send it to you first.
Okay, so name.
Yeah,
My
name,
is
age, education level.
I'm 25. I'll be 26 on March 4th. My education level.
Into the mic,
Into the mic, please. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, sorry. Okay, repeat. So my name is Mai. I'm 25. My education level, some college. I dropped out. I'm a hairstylist. I currently do hair. My Instagram is Korean_made. So follow me. Book your appointments if you're in Dallas. And what was the other thing?
Education level, job. I guess you kind of noted on those. Okay.
That was that.
And how old were you again?
I'm 25 and I'll be 26 on March 4th.
Okay. Happy early birthday.
Did you say you were Korean?
No, that's my Instagram name. Korean_made. Who said that?
Our producer.
Donnie. Okay.
Yeah. They have Mike also, but are you Korean?
No.
Okay,
That's just been my Instagram name
definitely
since
give Korean
the beginning.
Yeah, everybody's like,
give Korean.
everybody's fooled. We all thought it.
Yo, shout out to the Koreans out there.
Sorry,
I was
no,
gonna say-
shout out to them.
I was gonna link you up with my boy Jr. back here.
No, yeah.
JR, are you
he seems
Korean?
Cool.
I am.
I did not know that.
I am.
He's been stuck in the back of the producer room the whole time. Sergio's never met him.
I just didn't know
It's all
that
good, man.
it's
Nobody cares.
wrong to assume which Asian ethnicity they are. But yeah, so what about you? What's your name, your age, your education level, what you do for work?
My name is Crystal. I'm 23 years old, and I have a baby clothing line business. It's called
Ooh.
Soprano, and I also do music.
Music.
Okay.
Where you from? You from Dallas?
I'm from Mississippi. Who was asking this?
It's Donnie.
the-
Yeah, it's Donnie. It's our
What's
Got
up,
producer, yeah.
Donnie? I'm from Mississippi.
What's your
Okay.
education level?
Oh, I went to college. I went to Mississippi State, but I dropped out because I had my baby boy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, that's a good reason to drop out, to take care of a baby. But no, it's crazy. I wish I would have had you on Friday because I had Mommy Three Loves on the show. She's like a really big TikToker, and she's from Mississippi, and y'all sound exactly the same. Y'all would be best friends just because of that shit.
Well, Mommy 3 Love, follow me on Instagram at Kristen__. You my
Right.
new BFF.
Yeah, shout out to you, Mommy Three
I
Loves.
can't even be in the middle of that conversation. I don't
Dude.
know what the fuck y'all saying.
JR, your name is JR. You're
No,
not.
that ain't me. That ain't me.
No,
That ain't
it's
me.
Donnie.
Yeah, we got
It's
two
Donnie.
producers. One's Donnie.
Sorry, JR.
Yeah, we're catching bullets out here, man.
I'm sorry.
What about you? What's your name, your age, your education level, and what you do for work?
Yeah, so I'm Nasaya. I'm 23. I did some college, but I dropped out. It just wasn't for me, and I model right now.
Ooh.
And how old were you again?
I'm 23.
23. I'm sorry. What was your age again? I can't.
23
I try to
too.
remember. I'm trying to memorize it. what's your name, your age, your education level, what you do for work?
Okay, my name is Diamond. I'm 26. I had to think about that for some reason. My education level, I went to Texas
Talk
A&M.
a little closer if you can.
I went to Texas A&M. I graduated in 2019 with a bachelor in event management, and now I sell technology and do events on the side.
Okay. At least you got a job in your degree. Hey, that's just kind of rare sometimes, I feel like. What about you? What's your name, your age, your education level, what do you do for work?
I go by Nelly. I am 26. I am from Bosnia, which is in Europe, Eastern Europe, and I am a nail tech.
Oh, so you were born and raised in Bosnia?
I was born out there and then half raised out there and then came over here and was raised potentially out here.
Okay.
The rest of it.
And that is Eastern Europe, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. What's the closest country to that? What do y'all border?
Turkey.
No. But we're praying for Turkey, though. No, I want to say the closest is probably so anything that's on the Mediterranean Sea. So Italy, Greece, Croatia, Slovenia, all them.
Do you go back home often?
Well, I was in legal trouble for the longest, but now I'm free. So, yes, I'll be going home this year.
As soon as you can, yeah. No, well, awesome. How old were you again?
I'm 26.
26,
I'll be 27
okay.
in
26,
November.
26, 23, 23, 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your name, your age, your education level, what do you do for work?
I am Ken. I am 23. I'll be 24 in April.
Pull it a little closer to you. It might be
Okay,
easier.
I have some college as well. 2 years, and right now I work for the post office. I make clothes. I make this shirt,
Okay.
and I model as well.
Okay. So you work for the post office? That sounds like a dope job. I don't know why. It just sounds fun.
It's honestly not.
It's not fun. You're like,
Don't
fuck
do
this
it.
shit.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. And how old were you again?
23.
23, okay. So everybody's kind of similar, all in between the ages of 20, 22, 23, and 26. Everybody's in that bracket. That's different. We usually have a show where everybody's like really, really different. All right, so to start off, what we're going to start with is everybody out here is kind of interested in what is y'all's preferences. Like, is there anybody out here that is even what y'all want? So we're just going to just start with like what you're into. You know, we'll start with first. Do you want a guy older than you, or like what's the age that you're looking for? Older, younger, same age as you? We'll start with you on this one.
I mean, open, I guess.
Any age?
Yeah.
You're not picky about it at all?
I mean, not super young.
Not super young?
Maybe the same age, but preferably older.
Yeah. Have you ever dated a guy younger than you?
I have.
How was it?
I don't want to talk about it.
I guess it wasn't good then.
I don't wanna talk about
What about you? What's the age that you're looking for?
I ain't gonna lie. Recently, I've been into the young niggas. They been. Oh, can I say that?
Yeah, you can
Okay,
say that.
okay.
Yeah,
The young niggas, you know, the young niggas doing what they gotta do, but I don't want no grandpa.
You don't want no grandpa.
But I'm cool, like 26 to 20.
26 to 20, that's the
Yeah.
bracket?
Yeah,
Okay.
for
All right.
him.
What about
That's
you?
enough.
What?
I'm gonna open it.
Older or
Open it.
younger?
Maybe like
You got to go older, sis.
40.
40!
40.
Yes.
Okay,
Girl.
that's why.
Girl.
40-year-olds.
But that's why we asked this question, because we want to see, you know, like how much the range goes. So
Okay,
that's
the
good to see.
40-year-olds, that's probably what I need. They probably want
Look, girl, they going to change your life. I'm going to let you know right now.
Okay,
They
well,
gonna change
40,
your life.
20 to 40. Call
I
me.
ain't say which way, though.
Okay, I'm learning something too today. I didn't even know this. So what about you? So what age would you want to go for? You think?
So I'm gonna clear the air. I'm actually not on the market.
Oh, yeah.
I have an older man, but he's 27. I'm 23.
Here, talk closer.
Sorry, he's 27. I'm 23. But I definitely prefer my age or older. I prefer somebody that can like feed into me. So.
Okay, but he's 27. That's not that much older.
No,
just
not
a little
that
bit.
much.
Yeah,
Just a little.
yeah. I was when you said it, I thought you were saying like a 35-year-old or
Oh,
something.
no,
Just
that's
the way
too
you
much.
said it sounded way
20
older.
is too much.
What about you? What's the age range that you're looking for? Is the age that you want or whatever?
21, because you have to be able to get into the club and drink with me. Like, I don't need to be sneaking you in. And then I just found out today that Travis Kelce is 33, so I'm going to say about 34,
Oh,
35.
You said
About
who?
33.
33, 35.
You said
know.
who, 33?
Travis Kelce.
Who that
I don't know who that
That
is.
seasoned white boy that played for the
What?
Chiefs. Girl.
Did you just
seasoned,
call him
though.
seasoned?
Very
Yes.
seasoned.
What's that mean? I'm
How old is
confused.
John Morant?
Season is, okay, who's that?
He
So,
dates
like,
black women.
Yes. So like,
He's the white guy
if
that's
I'm
like,
like
shout
a
out to
white
Travis.
guy,
he's the
I've
white guy
never
who's
heard
invited
this
to the
before.
cookout.
listen, if I'm a like a white guy, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna sound so wrong, but he gotta have a little bit of
He gotta have
appropriation
some
to him.
He's the white
He
guy that
gotta
listens
be-
to
he gotta be
Boosie.
cultured. He gotta be
Okay.
cultured.
I need a little bit of appropriation. In you.
Okay.
You can't
Okay.
be too much.
I've never heard it said that way, but that's really cool. Seasoned. Yeah. Okay. What about you? What's the age that like you would go for? You think
Ooh, older, my age or older.
your age or older,
Yeah,
and you were
for sure.
23,
I'm 26.
26. Okay, so
Yeah.
just 26. Like, what's the limit on the upper end on the guy? 40.
Sure.
Yeah.
Casket.
Oh yeah, you're.
That's,
75.
If it's easier to get the money, huh?
Wow.
Yeah. You know how many women do that? Like marry a guy when he's on his deathbed just to
Did
get
you
the
just
money
hear
afterwards?
about that 19-year-old that just married a 75-year-old billionaire?
No, I did.
I would have
That's
married him
crazy.
too.
Bag has secured. He secured his bag.
What about you? What's the age that you're looking for?
You gotta be older than me, so 24 at least.
Why everybody saying older? Y'all don't know about them young niggas.
I do.
I
It's just they
do.
childish.
They childish, but they is
They get
making
old.
away.
Here. Let's make it a little bit more specific, just really quick, and I'll start over here whenever I ask this one. For a relationship, like so, like not just sex, okay? Is that age older or younger? You think?
Oh, see, you should have started with that one.
Because then y'all would all say older. Am I right?
Right.
If it's for a relationship, but
No.
the young guys are good for sex.
Fuck that. The young
Well,
guys
nah,
is
the
good
young-
for the money.
Yeah,
they got money.
they gonna
trick.
The
They the
young
ones
guys
that
are
gonna
trick.
trick.
They slow.
Hey,
Look.
actually, I would actually agree with y'all that they don't know better, so they will trick off their money. Yeah, I
Facts.
completely agree. Yeah.
Facts. Speaking
no,
from
that's-
experience.
So what do y'all think about what's his name, Leonardo DiCaprio with his what did he get, a 19-year-old or
19-year-old.
something? Yeah, like so
Lock 'em up.
just start over here. Like, do you think it's okay that Leonardo DiCaprio is dating a 19-year-old?
How old is Leonardo?
I don't know now.
He's like 53.
He's
Lock
like 50,
'em up.
Yeah, he's like younger 50s or older 40s
Well, I
probably.
mean, hey,
I think he's like
she ain't
48.
even old enough
Yeah, I
to
think he's in
drink.
his 40s.
19, lock him
She
up.
legal though.
Here, just really, yeah.
She
So it's
legal.
okay. What do you think about it?
She ain't old enough to drink. Tell that baby to go
But
back
she
to
ain't- She
preschool.
ain't drinking. And baby, I was drinking at 19. So
I mean,
Yeah.
but
Not legally.
Not legally.
You know,
Yeah.
like I gotta sit here and think of ways to finesse you into the club, into the bar. We can't go. We can't even go past certain clubs after 10 because
Better
they're gonna
get
be
you a
ID.
fake, honey.
But ladies, so real quick,
Yeah.
y'all got to look at it from his perspective. You think Leonardo DiCaprio is going to the clubs?
No,
And even if he did,
He's
like,
going.
I
He's
said,
going. He's
he
going.
do
He's going to
art.
private parties.
He do
right?
art.
he got face card.
Like
Yeah,
he
but-
That's what I'm
draws.
saying.
He's
He's
the-
Leo.
But like,
He
but
ain't
y'all
got
gotta
nothing.
understand. Even if he did
Who
go
the
to a
fuck
club,
is
do
Leo?
y'all really think they're gonna ID Leonardo DiCaprio's woman?
That's
That's
what
not
I'm
how it
saying.
works.
It's
It
facts.
doesn't work. It doesn't work. So it doesn't
Okay.
matter anyways. But no,
Leonardo
I gotta
DiCaprio's
ask
a
you. So
famous
what do you
actor.
think? Do you think it's a big deal or not?
Okay.
I think it's weird because then grooming comes into play because at 19 you're still learning yourself. You don't know who you are really until you get to like 25 older.
Here, talk a little closer.
Because you're still you're still learning yourself. You just came out of high school. You haven't even been, doing things. I just feel like it's grooming because he could say like, "Oh, I know all this. I've been here. I've been through this." What can y'all really talk about for real?
But what do you think about those girls that are that same age and they're gonna go jump on OnlyFans? Like they have the ability to decide I want to make an OnlyFans and I can sell my body and make money off it, but they don't have the same ability to make decisions of who they date.
If I'm being honest,
Here, John, hold on. Just let her finish. I asked her specifically.
if I'm being honest, I personally think that OnlyFans should have been 21 and up because, again, like
Yeah. You're
You're
how
young.
can you make those kind of decisions? I agree with
yeah,
you. I
you're
completely
young
agree
and
with you.
You gotta you consent to stuff, but you really don't. Some people they like, oh, this is what
Yeah.
I like to do.
I'd
Some people,
agree
they
with
don't
you,
think about it.
but the rest of the world really agrees that 18 and up is good enough. So, but what about you? Do you think the Leonardo DiCaprio and the 19-year-old thing is that bad?
So I'm on the fence about it because, well, for one, it's none of my business. But if it is my business, then I would say the grooming thing does kind of come into play because she is so young and he is so much older. And then there's also like the status that comes into play. He has money, clearly more than her.
Yeah.
And then there's also, I do want to touch on the OnlyFans thing. It is a little bit different because it's not coming into a relationship. Like, he's just dating this 19-year-old girl because, she's younger. From what I understand, when men get to a certain age, they want they want that spark. They want something that excites them. She's not there for a long time usually, and if she is, like,
Well, based on his track record, he gets rid of them after they get to like 25 or something like that, and then he gets a new one. Yeah.
So he's after the freshest new thing.
Yeah, but don't you think that like she knows that? Like she's like everybody in their mom knows that Leonardo DiCaprio has had done this with 4 or 5 different girls. Like she's a grown woman, she can make a decision. Like she knows what the thing is. She's getting something out of this too.
Yeah,
she's getting a crazy experience.
He's rich.
Yeah,
he's
fine.
He's considered. You know, he's
like
rich,
like
he's
she.
considered
Yeah, she definitely gets a lot out of it too. So that's why like it's kind of hard to like argue against it because it's like, man, like this girl is living it
if
up.
she's happy, then go ahead.
And she's old enough, like we said, to make all types of other decisions, like making OnlyFans or flying out to wherever the fuck she wants. Like she's old enough to make all types of adult decisions.
And instead of making an OnlyFans, she decided to bag a millionaire.
yeah. I mean, some would argue she did a good job. What about you? Do you think it's wrong that Leo did that? That he has a younger woman like that?
No, sir.
You don't think so? Okay. What about you?
I mean, according to the world's decision, I guess not.
Yeah. Well, like the thing is that that's just what's natural. Like if we really look at a lot of part of my show is about evolutionary biology. Like I read a lot of books on evolutionary biology, and that's all I really preach are statistics based off of the facts of human nature, how we've been for 300,000 years. And when you look at it, this is just how it's always been. Younger women have always dated older men. Men seek purity and youth. Women seek experience and value. And a guy doesn't get experience and value till he's old. A woman doesn't have she doesn't have her beauty and youth unless she's young. So it's just what naturally people have always done. We can't get mad about something that's supernatural. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Is there cases when there actually is grooming or actually like somebody taking advantage of somebody? Of course. What I like to think is the difference is like a guy with experience or a guy who doesn't. A guy like Leonardo DiCaprio has a ton of experience. He can get any woman he wants. Now, a guy who's say 35, 40, and he's choosing the 18, 19-year-old girl because he literally can't get no other fucking girls. That is a problem. You're choosing that because that's the only thing you can get. You know what I'm saying? So those guys, that's completely different. We'll go ahead and start with the super chats really quick so I don't get behind on any of them. Go to the last one though really quick. $5 from JD. Ladies, you can turn 22 and act mature, but be 50, act like they are 22. Huh? Ladies, you can 22 and act mature, but be 50, act like they are 22. I'm confused by that.
He's saying that you can be 20, you can be old. You can be young and act old, or be old and act young.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, and here's a perfect example, ladies. Like, I'm 32 years old, and my girlfriend is 23. And I would argue that she's more mature than most of the other girls that I've dated in my life, even on her age. She had her bachelor's when she was 20 years old. Like, she's a very smart girl, and she's very grown, and she knows exactly what she wants. Like, she's very good at school. Like, there's certain people that are 20, 21, 22, and they're way more grown than people that are 30. Like she had her own spot whenever I started talking to her and stuff. You know how many girls I talked to that are older than her and still had to live with their parents for whatever reason. There's definitely age doesn't matter about maturity sometimes because, like I said, there's a lot of 30-year-olds that suck. Go to the next one. Dude, what's up, man? LDU lifestyle with the Kenyan $500, bro. I appreciate that. Tyrone has entered the chat. Which one of these ladies wants me to ruin her life? Hey, bro, you gotta fly here from Kenya and ruin some lives, bro. Come on, man. So the next part, the other thing I want to know about y'all's preference on is let's talk about height. I'm gonna start at this end so we can wait for the other girl to come back. What's your preferred height? What's the guy that you want?
6'4".
Baby, I'm 5'1", so
yeah, that's another thing. Well, I want y'all to also say how tall y'all
breaking
are.
my neck to look at you, but I definitely like to reach when I'm like trying to. You gotta be tall. I don't need you just basketball player, but.
Can you give me a number? Like 6 foot?
Yeah, like 6'1".
What if he's 5'7"?
5'7". 5'7". I mean,
it's a big pass.
What if he's 5'6" and y'all can share the same shoes?
No.
Okay.
Baby, your shoes definitely got to be bigger than mine.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird. Imagine like, hey, let's get these dunks and we can both wear them. What about you? What's the height that you're going for?
I love to climb, so I'm 5'2". So I'm gonna need my man to be like the shortest. I will even like. Yeah, you're 6 foot. You're pushing it. I like
the shortest.
Yes, girl. The shortest.
How
6,
tall
baby. I'm 5'2". I like to climb, girl. I'm tiny.
Both of them are short girls that want tall people. Yeah.
Oh no, that's too short, baby. I'm gonna need you to 6 foot or higher. Like
Okay.
literally.
Well, I
You
mean,
wanna park
hey,
there
hey,
for
we
some
we, we,
English.
we just we just want to know. We just want to know. So, what about you? What's the height that you're going for?
Okay, so I'm 5'4.5". Yeah, you got to be taller than me. You got to be 6 feet at this point because I have dated a guy that was my height. We was the same size and everything, and he ended up playing me, and I was just like, would you rather get played by a dude that's your height or by a dude that's tall and fine? I'm like, I'm crying to Benz instead of a Honda.
Yeah. No, that's true. What's the height that you're looking for?
Okay, so
Here, talking to Mike.
Shout out
so
to you, Chef.
I'm a very tall woman.
Very.
So I am, but depending on who you ask, I am between 6 feet and 6'2". So
Damn.
yeah, I get that. I get that, and I own that. I love being tall. I wish I was a little taller. I'm not gonna lie, but as for my
no.
that's cool. It ain't for everybody. That's why it's for me.
Okay.
But I would prefer to have somebody my height or a little taller. I have had experience with men that were 6'7", 6'8", and it's a little uncomfortable. I'm not used to putting my looking up at somebody like that
As a tall person.
As a tall person myself, but I also don't like my experience with dating shorter men, and I'm talking about men that are like shorter than like around 5'9", around like 5'9", 5'11". They tend to have a complex with me. I'm also a very outspoken woman, so I feel like that threatens their masculinity even more than my height, and they feel they need to dominate more, and that's just a complete turn off for me. So definitely has to be like my height or like 6'4" at most.
You're
Can
tall
I
as
ask
well.
her something?
Yeah, go ahead.
How tall is your boyfriend?
My boyfriend's actually my height. My boyfriend is we're like eye to eye, and it's very comfortable.
Good to know. Yeah, I was about to ask the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was very curious. He must be. I was assuming he had to be the same height as you. Yeah, yeah. If I was a tall girl, I feel like that's like what you kind of have to choose sometimes, and just give up the heels possibly.
Oh no, I never do.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Yeah. You just gotta get used to it. What about you? What's the height that you're looking for?
Height. I don't think I discriminate. I don't want no midget, but you ain't got to be taller than me.
But you've messed with some short kings and it was all right. You can't say
That's
yes.
for short niggas.
Speak your truth.
I think those short niggas be like, I don't know, they be having that little nigga syndrome, like they act like hoes. Like those short niggas.
You talking about like 5'8" short, or you like what's?
I'm like 5'5", so 5'8", not that short, but like I didn't see some niggas that shorter than me.
And what did you say that they had? Like they
They got that little nigga syndrome, like
They always want to fight. They
though?
always want to.
yeah, like you just gotta act hard.
Bang bang.
Cause you little. I get it.
Yeah, I mean,
They got unnecessary aggression.
Yeah, like why are you trying to fight me, little man?
So what's your minimum? So what's your minimum height? You would say probably like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10".
You don't
6?
have to be taller than me. Just act like you are, I guess.
It's all about how they carry themselves, their confidence and stuff.
So he could be like 5'2".
Yeah, I mean,
with confidence.
There's something good.
What happened to him?
As a man, why are you down there?
Look, you see what you have? That's why we asked for a specific number, because that happens right there.
For a 5'2",
You said, why is he down there?
You gotta have a big personality though. Like,
Yo, shout out to the 5'2" guys.
Yeah, you could be small but big personality,
be
guys.
big.
Okay.
Honestly, I do want to say if you are that.
Talk closer.
Sorry, I do want to say if you are that short though, it doesn't really matter if you got a big personality or not. It's just a matter of do you fit. It's just I'm just speaking in general, just playing I guess devil advocate. You could say like. There's a lot of people that will like short men because that's an attraction. Just like tall men are in right now. Just like thick women are in right now. There were skinny women that were in.
Women, thick women ain't in right now.
They're not
That's
in
a
no
lie.
more.
Who they talk about?
Well, I don't know. I like
Y'all forced that on us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was forced on us.
That's
Wait. I'm gonna give y'all a vote because COVID kind of did it, and y'all decided to take that little check and go to Miami. With
I feel like let me speak my truth right
It's
now.
homegrown, baby.
Yeah, everybody, let her talk real quick.
Thick women, I don't know if they in or not, but I know they talk about me like a dog for being little.
Oh,
So I feel like if I was still I'd probably have a little bit more niggas.
A little bit more
But
pop.
I'm not gonna
Nah,
lie,
nah,
baby.
you wouldn't.
Nah, here,
And Glorilla.
Shout out to Coily Ray.
Don't even
Yeah,
play.
Coily
I'm
did- yeah, for sure.
natural bodies is
Ridiculous.
stealing.
Here.
He's stealing.
Here, go ahead. And what's your height that you're going
Okay,
for?
so yeah, you just gotta be taller than me.
Just
Like
taller
you
than
just gotta give masculinity.
Well,
Like,
how tall are
can't
you?
give little man syndrome.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah. How tall are you?
5'2.5". I'm not tall, so it's
Mm.
like if you're not taller than me, then it's not really much I can work with. And I
What's
be
the minimum
trying.
that you would go for though? Like 5'8", 5'9", or 6 is the lowest.
That's a blessing.
5'8",
5'8" is
5'9"
a
Yes,
blessing?
that's a blessing.
Why though?
Your
I'm
friends
confused.
say you lying.
Because I'm short, so people
Your
that
friends say
short
you
be
lying.
trying to talk to me. Because I'm little, so people that's little be trying to talk to me because they feel like, oh, she's a little petite woman. Like I want to talk to her. Woo woo. But it's like, no, I want a hill to climb. I like a journey.
So what's the minimum though? Like 5'10", 6 foot? Like what's your minimum?
I really want a 6 foot, but
Okay.
if you anything over than that, I'm praising God.
Okay.
But if you
So-
like
Let me ask something.
taller than me, 5'5", I will be grateful. Just depending on the personality, you know.
Your friend got a look on her face.
Cause she say you lying. But let me ask you something
Yeah, go
about
ahead.
men.
Yeah.
Do the height, do they have to do? I don't know if you seen other men ding dong, but like, do the height
Have anything to do with his
yeah,
dick
do it
size?
have to do with
That's
the ding
all cap.
dong?
No, so
That's
actually,
fucking
my
cap.
next question kind of had to do with that. So let me
It
just
had to do
roll.
with the ding dong.
Well, no, kind of. We'll like that same guy. So let's roll. Well, first off, I want to say, what do y'all think is the percentage of men that are 6 foot tall in America, ladies? Like, just say it right now. Like, what do you think the percentage of men are?
6
It's
foot.
like 80.
Yeah,
Like,
Hell
yeah,
no, girl.
yeah. Like,
80?
you think 80% of men are 6 foot tall
In
or more?
America? Like
It's
70?
definitely
You think
not.
like 70?
Six
What?
foot man
what-
in this room.
I'm 6 foot. What? So what do you think? What do you think it is though? Like how many? Like how many?
Yes.
Yeah, but what's the percentage of men? She said like 70, 80. What do you think?
I say like 60, 50.
60, 50? What do you think?
Yeah.
She
I
really
agree.
knows because she sees it a
I
lot.
agree.
Talking to it. What do you think?
I'm thinking around 45, 65.
45, 65.
Between there.
What's
yeah.
percentage of men that are 6 foot tall or older?
In America?
Yeah.
Are they from here or are they just here?
American men. Yeah, this
That was gonna be me.
this is based
I'm
off
glad
the
you
census,
asked.
off the U.S. Census.
I would say like 40, 45.
40, 45. What do you think?
yeah, 45 to 50%.
Okay. What do you think?
50, 60.
All right, chat. This was a perfect example of what we always talk about. That they really have no idea. Okay. The actual number, ladies, is 14%.
That's what I'm saying.
So
6
everybody
foot.
was saying like, I think the minimum maybe they said was like 50, 40. Like no, there's 14% of men that are 6 foot tall or over, and this is the thing.
said one
It's because here's the thing. It's because of options, y'all. Because of social media and the internet and Instagram and shit, y'all see tons of 6 foot tall men, and it's because those are the guys that are getting most of the girls. Those are the guys that like actually like are out there and talking and trying and easily able to get girls. So they're trying way more. They're the ones that are out there actually messaging and getting the girls all the time usually.
I disagree. I think the tall men be ugly.
So here's the thing. Also, it's 14% of total men in
Can
the
be
U.S.
with 'em.
Hold on, that's all men. That's all men of all ages. Okay, half of them are married or in a relationship. So actually, only 7% of the guys that y'all know are actually 14 foot tall. And then of that 7%, they could be fat, ugly, stupid, weird. There's all types of shit that they could be. So if y'all really think about it, most of y'all are probably Eskimo sisters and might have fucked the same guy if he's over 6 foot tall, because those guys get a lot more game than the shorter guys. That's just how it works.
Y'all fuck my nigga. I'm already in my feelings about it, so let me know.
Little bitch, pull him up.
Dude,
Pull him up. Shit.
let me keep up with the super chats and go ahead
He
into that
from
other one
Dallas?
before I ask the.
Yes.
the-
Somebody from Dallas.
Hey, and also if y'all didn't know, Dallas is the #1 cheating city in the U.S. Fort Worth being number 2. Yeah, so yeah, if y'all
I
ever
ain't had
think,
no Dallas nigga.
yeah, the stats are bad for here. All right, $10 from Dr. Matt Rastami, bro. Thank you so much for the 10. Ladies, do you think astrology affects someone's behavior? We're gonna start on this end this time. Astrology, yes, yes, yes. What do you think? Do you think astrology affects someone's behavior?
So.
Talk closer. You gotta keep talking closer.
I'm sorry. So, I don't know. Some of that
Have
stuff.
you ever had a dream
I really do.
Do
love
you
that audio.
believe in astrology?
To a certain extent.
Halfway.
And I don't. It just, when you hear some of the stuff, it just kind of rings true. It's not like I look for it and I look to it to give me answers or something like that. Like
It doesn't
people
rule
think.
your life.
Well, it don't carry that much weight. It's just as simple of.
It's entertainment. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's entertaining, but sometimes it rings true, and sometimes it's like, dang, that's kind of crazy. Like sometimes you'll meet like somebody who's the same sign as you, or you'll find somebody with certain similarities, and y'all have like the same moon sign or something. And
It's
really
almost like
weird.
they're just very vague or something, and anybody could
Well,
relate to some of it.
well, that depends
For
on where
sure.
you look. If
Like,
you're talking about
for
like
sure.
cosmopolitan stuff, then yeah. But if you're talking about like the stuff where it's like birth time, this and that, because it can get really deep. Like
Even
I'm not
those.
finna knock it, because there are some people that actually like
Make it
study
their
that.
life.
Well, some people that actually study that, because it can be considered a study, because it is the study of stars in a way.
Is there college courses on astrology?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
pretty. If there's, I mean, I'm pretty sure, probably,
Yeah.
but I don't
No.
look into stuff like that.
There's
It's
no
not really
there's,
that
astronomy,
big of-
like,
there is
astronomy,
no
right?
there is no college courses on astrology. There is college courses on astronomy,
Astronomy, yeah.
because that is a true science. Astrology is not a science, ladies.
It's not.
It is not even
considered-
close to a science. And if you actually talk to an astrophysicist or any actual scientist, they would make you feel very dumb for thinking it's anything quite like a scientific
but listen-
truth.
That's
Sergio,
true,
how
but
many-
they also feel that way
Yeah.
about
My
religion,
together,
and that
so
can
I'ma
be
be
a
quiet.
very big topic.
But
too.
see,
Yeah.
my
I agree.
school.
So Sergio,
Yeah, go ahead, Donnie.
how many females you think actually sign up for astronomy, thinking that they're getting an astrology, wasting all that fucking college tuition and
I'm sure
shit?
it happens all the time. Here, go ahead and defend it though, really
So,
quick. She has
okay.
something to say.
The thing is, like, schools have any type of class. Honestly, if people are willing to sign up, my school.
Oh yeah, they
had-
have anything now. There might actually be
Yeah.
astrology classes.
We
Yeah, you're
had
right.
a whole barbecue course
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
could take your freshman year. Like,
Yeah,
just
colleges
learning
are
how to
crazy now.
barbecue.
Okay, I'd pay for that.
There's literally ones for esports, like trying to become like a
Yeah.
like. There's all types of stupid. So yeah, you might actually be
I'm
right.
finna buy me this thing.
Touche, because you might actually be right about that.
Everything has a purpose.
But yeah, what about you? Does astrology affect someone's behavior?
I'm delusional, so like,
Bro,
When
I
I
like
hear-
somebody who's honest.
I'm delusional. So when I read about like, cause I'm a Capricorn, but like when I read the characteristics, I don't be thinking I'm messing with them. But then my delusional self go read my horoscope every day
Yeah.
to try to see like, oh, am I gonna have a good day? But when I read,
She's delusional.
for sure. When I read about a Capricorn, I'm like, girl, no, I don't act like this. So no, I don't know. But I do believe when they say Capricorn about to have a good day.
It's gonna, you
Okay.
know why? Because it's what they always say. Like what if you think about it too
I
much,
was
it's
just
going
like,
to
say,
happen.
it's really
There's-
a mental thing.
There's a really good story about this. I can't think of his fucking name. God, I can't think of it. But he was a professional baseball player. Okay, and the week before, he was going to the World Series. His team was going to the World Series. A week or two before, he did an interview, and they asked him, "What's the worst thing that could possibly happen at the World Series?" And he said, "The game-winning ball going through my legs at the end."
And it did.
And it's what happened. They lost the game because the ball went through his legs. A thing that never happens to baseball players. The ball went through his legs, and they ended up losing the game because of it. So you can speak that shit into existence.
That's what I'm saying.
You can
Manifest it.
think
I
it,
don't.
yeah,
if
literally,
they
yeah.
tell me on my horoscope like you're about to have a great day, I'm having a great day. If they tell me this might not be a good day, I'm depressed. Like,
Oh man, I would not read that shit then. I wanted to determine my day. What about you? Does astrology affect your someone's behavior? You think?
I think it's the influence, because just like she said, like if she sees something that motivates her to have a good day, she's gonna put that in her mind, and that's the energy that she's gonna put out. So
Yeah,
she
the
goes-
environment's your destiny. It's gonna make it happen. Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's just motivation.
Okay.
to some
Well,
extent.
the big thing, ladies, is like the problem with it is whenever somebody uses it as an excuse for why they suck. So if you're using it for like, say like, oh, that's just like that because I'm a fucking Capricorn or I'm a Scorpio.
No,
you
why
know?
you had to say
Like-
Capricorn?
Because you a piece of shit.
I didn't even know you were a
Why
Capricorn.
you gotta go
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to accept that they're actually just piece of shit. But I gotta ask y'all, because a lot of people like really believe like they can sense what type of people are. Can anybody sense what I am right now? And sometimes some girls have actually
Like
answered this
sensing
correctly.
the right
Like
sign.
yes, and some people have got it very
Sorry.
correct. So
Oh,
I'm
Virgo.
like,
mad at that.
Specifically,
Here,
the
you go
ladies who
first.
believe in it.
Huh?
You give me Libra or Capricorn.
okay, what do you think?
You give me Leo or Virgo.
What do you think?
I don't get none of them.
No? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't talked to you long.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I was gonna say I haven't been around you long enough
What
to
is
be able
great
to
cop
sense.
outs?
That is true as well.
I get Leo. He's
I was
very
definitely gonna say
demanding.
Leo, yeah.
Don't say
Damn.
anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. We'll
It's
take
very
that show.
demanding. He
Yeah.
said, "Come
Take
take
the
this
show.
picture right now."
all right.
And then
No,
y'all gonna
you gotta
sit there
you gotta
for
talk
5
way
minutes?
more.
All right, two
And
of
then ask
y'all,
again.
two y'all got it right. I am a Leo,
I knew
so congrats.
Oh,
Like,
he told us. He said, "Come take this picture."
you knew it?
We gonna sit down.
You
That's
knew it
Leo
though.
energy.
You knew it though. Like you could really tell.
Yes,
The
you're
commanding
It's so
Yes,
crazy
you
because
are
I'm
so
actually an
demanding.
Aquarius.
Oh my god.
Oh, they fall into it every time, bro. That's such an easy one. Go ahead and go to the next
I
one.
got a quick question. Those who actually said he was a Leo, who was that?
It was
Me?
her and her.
Okay, what I want to do is for the one on the end, give me some characteristics of an actual Leo. I want to see if this is
one
true.
of my friends is a Leo,
And what is it? No, go give me the true characteristics. If it's so,
She's
if it's so
very
true.
dominant. She's a strong woman. She gonna do whatever the fuck she do, and she gonna do that shit good.
That just sounds like
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sounds like to me you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Next lady.
I say Leos.
you asked me though.
I'ma tell you, I say Leo's never wrong. They know everything. They love themselves. They self is the winner. They the only person in the world. And they gonna tell you what to do, and you better do it.
Literally.
So neither one of y'all know what the hell it is because I'm actually looking at.
Who was that talking? Junior?
Producer.
He actually Googled it. He brought it up on his phone just to see.
I'm Googling it.
What's the character?
But you asked them the characteristics that they
They
have
know,
experienced.
baby. I have my own Leo.
Not what you
not your
Googled.
Leo.
No,
back
Leo
then.
My
is-
sister
So-
is
Hold
Leo.
on, I want to play devil's advocate here once again.
You always devil.
I just want to say that there are going to be people that are going to say that you can't just go off of Leo being Leo because astrology gets deeper. You got moon signs, sun signs, all types of stuff like
Yeah,
that.
even
So
more
just
fake
because
shit
I'm a
that has no
Scorpio-
relevance at all.
Well,
Even
those
more
are the times that the stars was aligned when you were born.
All right,
so
Yeah.
here, let me break down the
People- your
science for you for that.
birthplace,
Okay,
the
so here's the deal.
positioning,
We're
all
moving
that.
through space at millions of miles per hour because our solar system, the sun, has planets going around it,
Mhm.
okay? So we're going around the sun. But our sun is also going around the Milky Way. So
Mhm.
nothing is every true. If you want to know how every lines up, like every 50,000 light years is whenever we're back around where we would be lined up to where you could have some type of relevance to somebody born on the same. But since we're moving through space and gravity makes it to where we can't even tell this, you don't even you don't have no relevance. Like it has no.
What does that have
So
to
how
do
people
with
know
the
I'm like
time
Because
that you were
because
born?
that's
ask
what most
something.
people think. Most people who think about astrology, they're like, oh, if I'm born at this same time or this date, that means that somebody else is going to be similar to me. That's like this. No,
No,
we're not
we're
even in the
all
same place in
different.
space.
Nobody
We're in
is
a
the
whole
same.
different place.
Let
So,
me
but no,
ask-
we're not even similar. It's not even based. You can't even say that anybody similar is based off there. Now,
Wait,
if
how
everybody,
you
if everybody
literally can
reads,
say somebody
if
is
everybody
similar.
reads Aquarius stuff, and then we're all like, oh, we're Aquariuses, and this is how we think. Then yes, obviously,
Okay,
some
great.
people are gonna have Aquarius traits or whatever. But that's not. But if you really look at the science, and if you really look at people who did not ever follow this for years, there's nothing that says
So
that based
question-
off the month that
I
you're
got a
born, that's who your personality is going to be. It's goofy, and I'll tell y'all why women do it because y'all have so many
So why
options
it's gotta
coming.
be women, though?
Yeah,
Because-
why you gotta generalize,
because-
man?
So you don't
I'll,
do
tell-
it.
I'll tell you why I generalize because most women do it. It is a very big deal in women culture today. Don't get me wrong. Of course, some men do it, but those guys are fucking losers in my eyes. They're fucking
my
literally
God.
stupid. And
Shout
the
out
reason
to the
why
losers.
women do it is because y'all have so many choices of men. Think about
Y'all
it.
don't think y'all
Y'all-
got choices on women?
Not nearly.
These hoes is
There's
shaking
more
ass
women
on
on
Instagram.
Earth.
Hold
There's
on,
more
hold
women
on,
for
hold on,
one
hold on,
male.
hold on. Listen, please do not interrupt, guys. Okay, please do not interrupt.
Sorry.
So y'all have so many choices coming in. Y'all look for any reason to filter somebody. Height, astrology sign, money, how he looks, his shoes. Y'all will find whatever reason you can to take
Like-
somebody off. Now hold on, and let me explain the other thing that she just brought up. Men and women are two completely different things. Y'all have way more options than men. Hold on. Do not make a face. Do not do anything. It is absolutely a fact. There is 33% of men that are virgins and or haven't had sex in the last year.
That's their
So
fault.
you know what women's is? Half of that. So it's not
No,
even close
no,
to the
no,
same.
no, no,
It's
no.
not
That
even
has to
close
do
to
with
the
the
same.
stars. Let me
So,
say
let's
something.
calm down.
Let me
One
say
third of
something.
female.
Let me say
Hold on.
something.
Go straight to her.
First of all, Mister,
Right.
we got first of all, hold on. Y'all got it's literally handed to y'all. And y'all ain't posting y'all wee on Instagram. These hoes is shaking her ass on Instagram. Like y'all it's broadcasted to y'all what y'all can have. Like they on Instagram getting crunk.
Oh, okay.
Y'all not posting y'all wee
Okay,
All
hold-
you need is cash.
hold on.
You don't even have to. You don't have to have cash. All
Hold
you need
on.
to
Like you
look
got
like you
money.
got.
Okay, can
Oh,
y'all stop
God.
really quick? So a guy can trick off and he can get girls. That is the
Yes.
dumbest thing
You
ever
don't even
for a
have
man
to
to do.
trick
Hold
off.
on,
Hold on,
I am
hold on, hold on,
talking.
hold on,
When
real
somebody
quick,
is
hold on,
talking, do not interrupt. Y'all are so triggered. You're so triggered. Every time I say something, you're like, hold on, hold on. Just chill and listen. Okay, listen. Men and women, what this all comes back to is y'all see shit as a blank slate. She's not even listening to me. She be looking everywhere and just be like, I can't think of this shit. Y'all need Y'all need to learn to actually listen to people. You're hearing me, but you're not listening. You need to listen. Because if you just hear me, it just goes in one ear and out the other one. Men and women are not the fucking same. You're thinking a blank slate. Oh, if I can have this many guys must be able to have just as many options. It is not the fucking same. There's a stat that 33% of men are not even having sex. The guys that you think that get a bunch of women are the top 5% of men. Those are the top men. Most men are lucky to get pussy today. That's why they act like bitches in relationships and will do anything to keep a relationship. Because most men can't get pussy like that. Only the top guys can. Go ahead.
Have a comment on that? So I would say that that's probably not true in my eyes. I feel like
So you don't believe statistics. You don't believe actual facts.
Well, I don't really know
Show
where
them.
you're pulling
Where's the
paper.
Wait, hold on.
Hey, go ahead and pull it up. Go ahead and pull it up.
We're gonna pull up, but
Jesus
so
Christ.
hey, wait.
Perfect.
So everybody, relax. Everybody,
about stars at first.
ladies.
Chill out.
Ladies.
Everybody stop talking. Everybody needs to talk one at a time.
Yeah.
It's
So I'm
Everything,
sorry.
it's a good environment, y'all. It's okay. But what I was basically saying is like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, I guess it is harder for men because in your eyes, women are pickier, so it's harder for men to get laid.
It's not in my eyes.
But I mean, I'm only speaking on it because I haven't seen the facts. Like, I haven't seen the stuff. So until then, it's just an opinion to me. So I'm not, disrespect.
We're
Ladies,
pulling up the stats right now, so
ladies,
y'all
real
can
quick.
actually see them.
I do want to say that, I mean, if you really want to go by statistics, isn't there more women on the earth than
It's
men?
5% more. There's 55% of women and 45%
So you
of men.
technically have more.
That doesn't mean that guys are
wait,
sleeping around and getting more girls, though.
Wait. I'm not saying that either.
That's what you're assuming.
No,
you
I'm
just
not.
Said that.
I didn't assume. I'm just speaking. I'm also saying that, you also mentioned like women do everything they can to filter. And while I can see where your perspective is on that, I think it's just more of we just finding preferences. Oh, okay. Like, I feel like what you were speaking on were people's preferences. I would prefer somebody my height or taller, but I have indeed dated a lot of men that were shorter, and not all of them had short man complexes. So they were still not ruled out in my book. So I don't really see how that argument kind of stands on that one.
Let's go.
So, ladies, let me ask a real quick question. I'd like to ask for all of you guys, right?
Yeah.
How many of you have had to talk your way into some dick?
Never.
Wait.
How many of you have had to talk your way into some dick?
What you mean?
Well, I've never.
How many of you have had to
It's very
run?
simple. Have y'all ever had to talk a guy into
we gotta
having
carry
sex with
ourselves
you?
a certain way.
It's very
No.
Just go up
Listen,
acting any kind of way to a
listen.
certain statue.
Listen.
Hold on. See, this is the problem. We're asking a yes or no question, guys. I'm not. Stop complicating. Don't goalpost. Don't try to move the question. Don't try to make it a whole different subject. Answer the question, yes or no. Have you ever had to talk your way into having sex with a guy?
Right. Have you ever had to
Yes
run
or
game
no?
on a guy?
You have.
Wait,
okay,
hold on.
Cool. No. Hold on. Yes. I want her to
I
answer.
can't explain.
Have you ever had to? It's a yes or no question. Just say yes or no.
Basically, just say
Okay, what about you? Have you ever had to talk your way into sex?
Niggas don't like me. I had to charm everybody I was with.
Okay. Have you ever had to talk your way into sex?
No.
Have you ever had to talk your way into sex? Have you ever had to talk your way into sex?
Yeah. No. Depends.
Okay.
Okay, so for the women.
So for you, how did you have to talk your way into sex?
I mean, like I said, you got to carry yourself a certain
Let her
way
talk.
with a
Do not
certain
interrupt.
statue of man, like depending on who the person is.
Yeah.
Like I can't just go to this elevated man and just be coming on no. For sure.
Well, what we mean
type
is like a
level.
specific example, like the time that you actually did it. What did you do? What did you have to say?
What did you specifically
We
have
all
to do?
put on the front. Like, let's be honest. Whenever we meet people, it's like we're not gonna come as super transparent with all the problems and issues and stuff that we're working on with that person. So to a certain extent, we're all putting on the front.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of the time that we've had to talk our way into sex, right?
Mhm.
So you guys come in and you say you want to vibe, right? So what we have to do is we have to take you to dinner. We have to make you laugh. We have to run some type of game to get you vulnerable enough to have sex with us, right? In essence, we have to pull down your guards for you to be able to be like, I'm gonna open my legs up to you.
Is that all?
But
So
I
what
feel
we're
like-
saying is hold on, give me a second. So what we're asking is how many times or have you ever had to get a guy to pull down his guard to drop his pants for you?
Yes. I feel like if you're messing with a certain caliber of nigga, you got to be a certain caliber of girl. Don't no nigga with no money want no nothing ass girl. So
Okay.
yes, we do also have to act to a certain caliber.
So you had to run game on a guy.
Hell yeah,
Okay,
you
so
better be posting your
wait, hold on,
business,
here we go.
showing what you got going.
No, that's not game. That's
Who
not
ain't game?
Because most guys ain't. Okay, give me the time that you did that. Tell me what
The
happened.
nigga I'm talking to right now,
How'd you
if
get him?
he asks me what I'm doing, I say none watching TV. He ain't finna tell me back. You're doing nothing.
Okay.
These niggas that's doing something, they want girls that's doing something.
No, I'm saying like, so what did you do? What did you do to get him? You're talking to him right now. So what did you do to get him?
Like I had to be.
Did you approach him?
No, I didn't have to approach the nigga.
Okay.
No, but you gonna get them by how you look.
I understand that.
Hold on.
That's our whole point right there.
Man, this whole fucking thing is just ridiculous. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, this is crazy that y'all think that we're the same. Like, do you think men and women are the same?
No, we're not.
I'm not gonna
never
say
said
No,
that.
that's what I'm
that.
asking.
Where
It's a
does-
question.
where
Are men
does
and women
the-
the same? Y'all need to
No.
stop yelling into the mic and interrupting every chance y'all get. Every time y'all get triggered, you just have to yell
No,
into
we're
something.
matching your energy. You're literally getting on the mic
But you're
yelling as soon as we're
interrupting.
talking casually.
You don't
and
have
then you're
to
getting mad
interrupt,
because we're
though.
matching
You don't
your
have to
energy.
interrupt,
I'm
though.
not
It's a good
interrupting. I'm
vibe.
answering
It's
your
just
question.
communication.
I feel like no, men and women are not the same. It's a lot of things women can do that men can't do. It's a lot of things men can do that women can't do. But if we're talking about, do we gotta talk our way into a nigga? Yes. If
No,
I want to,
I don't even want to talk about that
I can
anymore.
come
I
as
don't
a
even
bum.
give a shit about that
If I
point.
don't want a
I
bum-
don't even give a shit about that point. Do y'all think men and women have the same amount of options? That's what this all started
I
with.
do.
You think men have just as many options as women do?
Hell yeah, because
Okay. That's how this all started. That's what this goes back
it's
to.
men out here because everybody not getting money. Be fucking for real. So it's niggas out here not getting money. They can fuck the bitches that's not getting money. It's bitches out here getting money. They want niggas that's getting money. I mean, I feel like everybody having options nowadays because of the internet.
That I literally just gave y'all a stat that 1 in 3 guys are not having sex.
Because they don't want to.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Hold on.
why?
All right,
Because
here,
you
let me
said
finish.
money. They don't have money. They don't
Okay,
have
and it's
something
girls
that you
out there
want.
with.
No, stop. Everybody just stop. Everybody just stop,
Sergio,
bro.
Sergio, rock out. Rock
Please,
out.
everybody just stop, okay? Just really quick. Y'all are not even listening to the facts. I'm literally giving you a fact that most guys, and they're not getting it because they're fucking losers. Whether it's money that makes them a loser, sitting in their mom's basement playing video games, whatever it is. Most
Let me
guys.
ask you something.
Okay, and once again, if we look at Tinder statistics, the top 5% of men get all the swipes. All of them. 90% of swipes go to the top 5% of men. Hold on, listen. Stop and listen
listening.
instead of just hearing.
I'm listening.
Okay? Now, because of that, we can easily prove with those two statistics that most men are not getting sex. The bottom most men are not getting it. The top guys get it. That is not the same for girls. And we can look at statistics to show that women are actually having sex regularly and they don't have to fight for it. And it's because y'all don't have to. Y'all are the prize. This isn't rocket science. We don't have
Can
to
I
argue
ask you
over these
something?
things.
Can I ask you?
Unattractive
Can I-
women
Can I
is
ask
getting
him
the same
something? I
amount.
just want to ask him one question. You said, okay, I get the facts. What to do? I'm telling you my opinion, but at the end, this is my question.
I don't care about opinion on this show. I care
You
about
say that
facts because opinion
let me
ruins the
ask you
world.
something.
Go
You
ahead.
say those men are losers.
Yes.
Do you not think it's niggas? It's loser bitches. You don't think there's no such thing?
Yes.
as
Now
loser
listen.
bitches?
Now listen. Loser bitches still get men. You can be broke as fuck and still get a badass guy. I know girls that are.
Oh, no.
Dude, I make in the high 6 figures, and I will take a girl who makes $10 an hour. It does not matter what a girl
What if
makes.
you ugly? It's other stuff wrong with
They-
you. though.
once again, it's 14. It's 14% of women that haven't had sex with it. Men are 33%. Women are 14%. So you're right. There are some bitches that are so ugly they can't get enough. 14% though. 14, and then of that 14%, I bet half of them are so ugly they can't get it, and the other half truly just don't want to have sex. Like they're asexual or whatever. Like, yeah, but for the most part, most women are having sex, and it's because it's easy for you. Y'all really think it's just as easy for a guy to get sex as a woman?
Yes.
Be honest
If
with
you got a few
yourself.
dollars,
You're
yeah.
totally lying to yourself right now because most men cannot get sex. They have to work for it. And the guys that y'all have to work for, yeah, it's because y'all are shooting above your weight class. Most women are 5s and 6s. And listen for two.
literally weight
Listen. Most women are 5, 6s, or 7s, and they think they're 9s and 10s because they can fuck a 9 or a 10. That doesn't mean that you're a 9 or 10 because guys will fuck anything. A 10 will fuck a 4. That a guy will fuck anything. Guys are animals. Women's are not the same. We're not the same.
Yeah.
So y'all can't sit here and keep comparing the two. It's not even close to the fucking same. Not even
wanna
close.
say-
I will have to
Can I
agree
say,
with
like-
you on that.
Can I say like
Yeah, go ahead.
like 3 different things really quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Talking to the mic though.
Sorry, I'm sorry. One, I feel like you have as many options as you allow yourself to have. So I don't. So as for your comment, as for you think you're a 6, but you think you're a 10 because you can fuck a 10. Well, obviously that 10 probably thought she was on
Still
his level at that point.
No,
Everybody-
we will fuck girls that are 4s and 5s. Y'all don't get it.
Let me continue.
No. I need to destroy this one thing that you just said. That's not true. Because I gotta destroy what you just said. That's completely wrong. I gotta make sure everybody knows you're completely wrong.
But this is my opinion. So
I don't care about opinions on this show. I speak facts.
Okay, yeah. But this is, it's a podcast. We having a discussion. I am just saying, like that's one of the things. And you made me lose track of what I wanted to say because you kept interrupting me.
I know.
Man, come on. But go ahead,
what
baby.
you finna say?
Go ahead till I remember.
Okay.
What
Yeah, he'll come back.
So if men's percentage of not having sex is
Who is the
more
bitches fucking?
than women,
Who is they fucking each other?
fucking
Each other.
Oh,
why?
Ladies,
Why are they
Sergio's
not-
about to answer right now.
Why are they not
Yeah.
having sex then? Because if it's only 14 for us and 33 for them, why are they not having sex?
Because they're losers and their moms. But
Wait,
y'all
what's
don't.
the
Hold on.
loser?
Stop cutting me off again. I'm answering your question. Stop cutting people off.
Because you
Again.
giving loser.
No.
Honestly.
Yeah, I got a bad bitch though.
I don't give a fuck. Just like you said, niggas fuck lame ass niggas. As long as you got that bread, a bad bitch gonna
Are
fuck
you-
a lame
are you
ass
hurt?
nigga.
Are you
no,
hurt
I'm not
right
hurt at
now?
all. This shit lame than a bitch. Oh God. You
Hey, don't be throwing that mic.
Yeah,
You hurt as fuck.
Bitch, I'll slap you. Let's go.
You hurt. You big hurt.
Bitch, I'm not hurt. You playing. You really need to find somebody to play with. Where my shit at? 'Cause I'll slap the shit. Play like that.
No, thank you.
So thank you.
Hey, thank you. Peace out.
Don't forget your phone, baby. Don't
Don't
forget
forget
your phone.
Instagram.
Oh, God, me too. Me too.
No.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Donnie, will you make sure all that's good? Yeah.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
So so can
Yeah,
we-
make sure to be. Yeah. Make. Yeah,
I
keep
don't want it.
recording,
I don't
bro.
want this to carry on.
Hey,
Like,
she's
I
getting your
don't want
phone.
everybody to do that.
But I will say this though, part of me does agree with him because when he said, men who are 10s will fuck 6s just because they'll fuck, I have seen that.
Mhm.
I've been in the club. I've seen the top football players and they go after
Thank you.
trash, and you be like, really? That's what you want? But that's what they gonna take home because guess what? She ready, and they say that they say that to me. They say it in the locker room. They be like, oh, I might not date her or whatever, but she ready at this very moment, and I'm gonna be ready for her. Like
I agree with that though. I agree that niggas will fuck bitches that's under them, but I
women
still
will do
think
that
that
too.
motherfuckers got options. I do agree.
You know, and I'll explain to you why you think that. Because the guys that you fuck do have options.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, and let me finish. Let me finish. Because the guys that most of y'all fuck are at the top. Because most guys that are good with girls, that have game, that get sex, they're not fucking dorks. They're cool. They're in that top 5%. Y'all are all attracted to the same shit. Y'all all said y'all want a 6 foot tall guy, and I told y'all there's only 14% of that. It is easy math.
I like
Easy
them
math.
ugly.
I
I like them ugly.
I think you can't be too
That-
tall.
I like them ugly.
For the basketball
Go ahead.
players.
That did remind me of what I wanted to touch on a little earlier. So I was gonna say that, like, okay, like, fuck, I keep fucking
I'm sorry.
talking.
I'm
I'm so
sorry.
sorry. I have so
Okay,
many
let me
things
say
stuck in
something
my
though.
head.
I feel
But-
okay. I got a friend guy, and he ain't getting no bitches right now. But he not getting no bitches because he looking for a certain type of bitch. So I just feel like the niggas that's not fucking, it's not that they can't on God. I don't feel like
Some
it's
of them have
can't.
too high of standards.
Yeah, I don't
And
feel like
I
it's that
agree
they
with you.
can't.
And there's women that do the same thing, right?
Sure.
There's some women with stupid high standards, and there's some men with stupid high standards. And why is that? Because of social media. We see it. Guys, there's a bunch of guys who are like, oh, I want one of these models, one of these Instagram girls, you know? So because of that, they think that they can have one of those Instagram models. And
sure.
the same for women. Y'all see these beautiful guys everywhere because of social media and Instagram and shit. Y'all think that y'all can get one because there's tons of them everywhere, right? So we both do the same thing. I agree with you completely. But a lot of guys are just losers. Nobody sees the guy who in the Taco Bell drive-thru.
Well,
Nobody
that's not
sees the guy who works at Walmart. Okay, there's
That's not
y'all
true.
gotta
I feel
understand.
like
You
I
just,
feel like it's
you
enough.
walk past them.
It's enough girls out here fucking losers, non-losers, fat. All
Everybody
these
got
hoes
their
is
taste.
fucking.
Okay, and
So I feel like
so that's not.
y'all do have the options, bro. Because
So-
everybody is fucking.
I'll explain to you why those guys, especially the guys that live in their mom's house, or they work at Walmart, or they don't make a lot of money. I'll explain to you why. Because there's something called hypergamy. Women always date across and up social hierarchies. Okay, guys date across and down social hierarchies.
You said
So-
always.
Yes, like
That's not true.
No, I can prove that it's true because every time I have a woman on this show and I ask her, have you dated a guy who made less money than you or the
I
same
have.
amount that you went 50-50? How long did it last?
He broke up with me.
Okay,
So-
but my point always stands though. The relationships never
Let's
last.
be fucking for real.
They
Let's be
never
fucking
last.
for real.
Hold
Let's
on,
be fucking for real.
that
Oh
did
God.
remind me-
You
Wait,
got a
so
point.
so one mic at a
I'm
time.
trying to-
One mic at a
Yeah.
time. One mic at a
Yeah,
time.
I'm sorry. So I was gonna say earlier that maybe the percentage that you're looking at, in my experience, and I'm saying in my experience, so it is fact in my perspective. I do want to say, a lot of the men aren't getting it. Probably because of the way they perceive themselves, and the men that do get it, they play a certain act to get in a certain way from what I've experienced. And then they turn around and do the same thing. And other women, because it's the way that, I don't want to say the way society is, but the way that things just end up being in a lot of cases, the woman would rather give the guy the chance to say, oh, that bitch is just bitter. You know what I'm saying? So there are situations like that. What is she talking about?
Let's be fucking for real. I
I'm
feel
talking
like
about the
now
option
I'm with
thing.
you on the slick because this probably why I ain't gonna take away my statement that everybody got options, but this probably why them niggas ain't fucking. Girls are you done got me. Girls are looking across and up. Don't no girl wants nobody under them. It's even if you go with them after a while, they either using you or whoop whoop. That's true. So that's probably why what's going on for sure.
And
And to say it bluntly, y'all don't want lame niggas.
We don't want lame
whatever
niggas, for
lame
sure.
is for you, money, status, whatever it
For
is,
sure.
y'all don't want lame niggas. We will take a lame bitch.
For sure, because y'all feel like
elevate
y'all
her.
could boss a hoe
Well,
up.
we
We
go.
know we can't
not
boss no
that we
nigga up.
feel like it. We can.
Y'all can. That's right.
When
Y'all
a
can
king,
boss
when a king marries a peasant, she turns into a queen.
for sure.
When a queen marries a peasant, he turns into the queen's bitch
For
every
sure.
time.
For sure.
1000%.
For sure.
I don't
I
really
agree.
agree.
The
I don't
queen
like
just
that.
died, and
Agree
what
like
happened?
that.
You
That's
don't
how
want,
it is,
you
though.
don't
Just
want
died and
no
had a
bum
husband.
ass nigga. You not finna go with Mr.
See,
Homeless
and
on
like-
the street.
and
Well,
like,
I'm gonna be real.
Why does
I
it
have done that, and that is solely not homeless.
Okay, I was about to say, you dated a homeless guy? Let's be honest.
No,
Be for
no,
real.
no. I have dated people in certain predicaments that they couldn't help, and I cared about the person. I didn't care about the situation. So if I care about you enough, and we have enough,
So let's do this.
connection,
You might be an outlier.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
That's what I was
Stop.
trying to say. There
Stop.
are
Hold
women
on.
that are
Hold
like
on.
that.
Hold on. Now let me explain to you. You're right. You can date somebody like that, but I fucking promise you it would not have lasted. You have a timeline. Women have a timeline to take care of a man. It's either a year, 6 months, 5 years, 10 years, but there's always a timeline. Now, don't get me wrong. You might have been with this guy for 3-4 years, but I guarantee you at a certain point, you would have got tired of him being a bum.
Well,
now, if he
I
would have actually started paying more or doing more, then yes, you would have never broken up with him.
If that's the case, then that would be for anybody, because my boyfriend has been in that exact situation where he had to. Sorry, my boyfriend that I'm with currently, he had an ex-girlfriend that was the exact predicament. It was like how I said, except what you said on top of that. And I don't. That don't always be true.
You just got to understand. I've asked every girl on my show this question, like exactly what we're talking about right now, and every single time, even the girls that are 30, 35 that have been in multiple relationships, they have always said they can only do it for so long. And the girls with real experience are always like, "Girl, do not build a man. Do not do that shit.
I was just
Because
gonna say,
it will fuck you in the
I've
ass."
had
at the end of it.
That stands for anybody though. If they're in a predicament where they just don't have the money, as long as they have the ambition and you see that they're trying to get somewhere, it may not.
But
just be
after a while, if
monetary.
they don't get there, you're going to
but
leave that
I
nigga.
agree with.
If you
we don't
see the
disagree.
drive,
Nigga,
if you
bro.
know,
Fuck that drive. It don't matter how. I don't give a damn.
Wait. One mic at a time. One mic at a
Sorry,
time.
I personally would not. As long as I see them trying to do something, if anything, if something's not working, I would encourage them to redirect that energy.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I am just saying there is a timeline on it. I am not disagreeing that you will do it.
And it also goes for men, because there are a lot of women that don't have ambition.
Let Sergio finish.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm telling you, it's always the same. It's always that you will do it as long as he's doing certain things. You're right. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying that if he doesn't make it in whatever he's trying to do or whatever, though, and start becoming the breadwinner, you have a natural instinct to walk away. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is the thing. We all want to talk like the reason why you feel like this is such a bad thing is because feminism, the society, everything has been trying to tell us that, no, 50-50 is right. Like, this is how we're supposed to be. No, that is all fucking wrong. For you are hardwired for 300,000 years as a Homo sapien to take care of a fucking baby if it comes. You're hardwired to know how to provide for you and the kid. Guess what? 100,000 years ago, how did y'all survive without a fucking man? You didn't. You didn't. You died in the wilderness. So because of that, you're hardwired to want this man. Now, you can say as much as you want that you can put it off or that you can do it for 10 years. And I'm not going to disagree with you. You might be able to do it for 15, 20 years. But I guarantee you, if you were the breadwinner for 15 or 20 years, you are going to get mad at a certain point and walk away.
Well, if that's the case, then why haven't then are y'all actually like kissed? Like, because I feel like everything I feel like whether you're a man or a woman, things emotionally. Like, we're all gonna have the emotions, whether we're men or women.
Do you take care of your man? Do you take care of your man?
No. Do I take care of my man? I take care of him in some ways, and he take care of me in other ways.
He's talking about financially, yeah.
Financially? Yeah. This relationship? No, I don't have to take care of him.
So what all Sergio is saying, you're saying ambition. Ambition implies a timeline, meaning I'm going somewhere, and there's a time period in which I'm gonna make it. If at any point in time he stops being ambitious, you're done.
That's what he's saying. That's not necessarily true. Are you talking about?
Bro, that shit is true.
Okay,
so you're not gonna do 80-20 with no nigga.
Women, hold on. Let's take it back for a second, because the problem is that you think this is a bad thing.
And it's not.
There's
listen,
nothing.
Listen,
but you're arguing from a point of view like that.
All they saying is, and I see your face too. They're not. Listen, they're not. This all they saying. 50-50 is cool. If you down with the 50-50, but you're not down with 80-20. You're not down with 80-20.
It's down with plenty of people that are down with 80-20. It's plenty of people that are down with 100 and 0. It's plenty of people that
but not the girl being 100 and the nigga. Are you fuck them plenty people? Are you down with that?
Ladies,
bitch, I got a nigga that I would do any motherfucking thing.
Yeah, not saying you wouldn't, but if he do absolutely
I got a nigga that I would do any motherfucking thing for, because bitch, when we got into this shit, we had a motherfucking agreement. We had a motherfucking conversation and understanding that bitch, we in this shit together.
Everybody
together, right? So you would do 100 and he would do 0. That's not
it's
together.
On some days when you in a relationship,
no. We're talking about forever.
I'm talking about every
when
day.
you marry somebody, nigga, you do your vows and you tell them, bitch.
So two things, y'all are yelling, and you gotta bring it down because it's clipping.
Yeah. So when you marry somebody, sometimes it might go 100 and 0.
Sometimes
that motherfucker might.
Listen to the question.
We're talking about for every day, from the first day you met that nigga.
Chill.
Would you do 100
You're talking
0?
too loud. It's clipping the mics. You gotta
bitch, when you
chill.
first meet somebody, you should be doing your 100 and they should be doing their 100.
Exactly.
Ma'am, answer the question. Forever, would you do 100 while he does 0?
No.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what we're saying.
That's all they saying.
That's all we're saying. And the thing that's crazy about this whole conversation. Hold on. Give me a second. The thing that's crazy about this whole the thing that's crazy about this whole conversation is that you got guys in here saying that men need to do the 100%, and you're kicking back against that. That's amazing to me that a guy is saying we should be providers, and you're saying no.
No, we want to be 50-50. We want it to be 50-50. It's like, guys, we're just trying to make it go back to what's naturally feels good for humans.
That's because the internet didn't
right.
Dug
was
up
point about
gold
feminism.
diggers and shit. The internet didn't dug that shit up, so now we feel like if we not doing 50, we ain't shit.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's a natural thing for you to be a gold digger.
Hold on 2 seconds. That's all he's saying, that we're naturally inclined to provide. You're naturally inclined to get a provider, right? And provide in other ways, right? Yes. She's saying she's holding her guy down. On some days she's doing 100. If he's like broke or whatever, that's fine. What we're saying is that men ought to be doing the majority for forever and be okay with that. And you You don't want that, and that's fine. That might work for you, but I'm telling you right now, it's a whole TikTok. It's a whole TikTok category of 35-year-old women crying about being boss bitches.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that. I'm saying what I'm saying is that everybody like both. Sorry, I was just saying like both people deserve to have their moment where they're cared for. Both people also need to care for the other person.
Do you know how a guy enjoys being cared for?
Dick suck.
But
guys like physical. Guys like y'all like you're trying to put this like the woman's mind in. You're trying to force the woman's mind onto the man, and what we're saying is, as men, that's not what we want in general. Yeah. Not what is it? 70% of 70% of divorces are initiated by women.
70, and then it's 80, and then or 70, 75, depending on which study you look at, are initiated by women. It goes up to 90% if they're college educated.
There you go. So 75% of divorces are initiated by women. The number one reason for divorce is really it's money, but it's really like irreconcilable differences, which is generally I'm not happy.
But the number one thing when you really look at it is financial.
It's financial.
It's always financial.
So you're saying this, but what we're telling you is that statistics, people who are just like you guys are talking about signs and similarities. There are a lot of women who are very similar to you, who are models, who are whatever you guys are doing, who have been in those relationships and said it sucked because at some point in time this guy got broke, he got unambitious. I wasn't able to have the lifestyle that I thought I'd have at this age.
Look at Jeff Bezos' wife. Jeff Bezos' wife went and married a fucking teacher. She's a billionaire. She went and married a teacher. It did not last long. They got divorced because a woman. It's very hard for them to marry down. This is why Beyonce, even though Jay-Z cheated on her, she stayed with him. She makes all those songs about single ladies, put her ring on, all this shit, but she stayed with Jay-Z after she got cheated on because she can't go across and up social hierarchies any higher than Jay-Z.
But
there's nothing higher.
Don't you think that might have something to do with possibly an emotional connection? Not everything that a woman thinks of is monetary or how to get over on a man or how to level up or elevate herself by stepping on another man.
It's not. See, this is what's so horrible about everything that you keep saying, like stepping on another man. This is the issue today. Is a lot of people have your mentality like this, where you think that what we're saying is like some type of offensive thing. This is not offensive. These are the facts of nature, and there's nothing wrong with the facts of nature. There's nothing wrong with accepting that women like providers, men like to provide for women. Men, like we're two completely different things. We each have different things that we want out of life. Like as a man, I want to find a good chaste woman to get my last name and be worthy of it, to have my children, to be a legacy. So then when in 30, 40 years, we have a giant family reunion with all these kids around and shit, grandchildren and everything. That's what a man is thinking about, those type of things. Y'all also think about how are you going to have those things if you want them? Exactly. And you're not going to have those things with a broke guy. That's just the bottom line.
Eastern Europe has
something. Go ahead, Neil.
So are these statistics just in America or in Europe? Because
some of these are actual American census, and then some of them are, I think one of the statistics I quoted tonight was a global one, but most of them are American census ones.
Okay, cause I'm only saying because if I come from Europe, over there it is mandatory that the man takes care of you. They don't want an independent female because what do they? It's like you want to be so independent, you might as well date another guy. Like, what do I look like taking care of another guy? I want a feminine female. So down it down a little bit. Don't be so independent. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong.
My friend guy always tell me, you want to be so independent, but who you calling when that tire come off that car?
Yeah.
I know how to fix
I can still be independent and need to change my tire.
You've been waiting to talk?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I want to hear what she has to say.
I understand.
Oh, wait. Hold on, Lisa.
Yeah, hold on. Let her go.
I understand about the whole financial thing because I come from money, like, and I'm not going to date down because you can't keep up with my lifestyle. You might, like, at this moment, you know, oh, babe, like, this is my plan. I need to see your business plan before we jump into anything because if you not doing nothing or you just like, oh yeah, I'm finna make it, I'm on my way, and you're not going anywhere, I don't want to talk to you because, baby, I want to go shopping. I want to wake up and go to brunch with my bitches. I want to go to Pilates. I don't want to have to work. I want to work because that's what I want to, like, I want an event plan, but like, I don't want that to be like, damn, you got to do this. No, bitch, I want to be a PTA mom. I want to have all the events. I like
women want to be with a guy, or like y'all want a job, but y'all want to be with a guy that you can be able to quit that job if you wanted to.
Yeah, like
you want to have something to do, but you want to also be able to walk away from that bitch.
I don't need this. My man got 3 jobs. Type of shit.
I need to catch up with these. I need to catch up with these super chats. Let me go and catch up with those. $10. Yeah, we did that one.
I don't want to work at all, but I don't want to have nobody else working.
Wait. That's what he want to do. Hold on. So hold your comments until after the super chats.
Let me read this real quick. You're Sergio, old as hell. I'm not that old, bro. 32 ain't that bad. I look like I'm fucking 22, by the way. I want to know, can men and women be just friends? Yeah, can men and women be just friends?
I have a guy best friend, and free my nigga. So yeah.
For real.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be on the female's part though, because men
that's not platonic then. If it's just on the female side.
But I mean, come on, you gonna tell me that you gonna be cool with this girl, but if she was to throw her butt on you, you're not gonna try to touch it?
Every time. That's the point. That's the point.
That's the question.
Can they be platonic friends? And you're saying no.
Oh, so then no.
Yeah.
She answered it for us.
I'm 50-50 based on personal experiences. Yeah. I did have a male best friend, and his girlfriend put it in his head that I wanted him, and that was never the case.
No. It's all so y'all keep thinking from your perspective. What we're asking is, do you think that the guy wants to have sex with you?
In general,
but that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like it was never that until that's the whole point. Like we can be friends, but until a third party comes in and is like, oh, y'all might be more than friends. Y'all might be this and this and that, and it's gonna get in your head that like, oh, maybe she do want me, and then you're gonna be like, oh, let me try this, and then some. Just be like, oh yeah, this is my bestie, but be fucking on the low. Absolutely not.
My bad. That ain't me.
Let me go around. I'm gonna go back to it.
That ain't me and my bestie.
Here, talk in. What do you think?
Sorry. I for sure think that men and women can be platonic. I have definitely just because a man is your friend don't mean that he want to have sex with you. Just to think that just because you're a woman and he would have sex with you, that just alludes to the fact that men just want to fuck anything with the pulse, and I don't believe that.
Wait, one mic at a time.
And I don't believe that. So I feel like if men don't want to fuck you, they're not gonna fuck you regardless. So
baby, they got standards.
What about you? What do you think?
I got all my friends are guys. Same. And I feel like that
she belongs to the street.
The timing. Jesus Christ. Never heard it that good.
All my friends are guys, and I feel like they don't want to fuck me because they know too much.
To the street.
You belong to the streets. I feel like they don't want to fuck me because they know too much about me. It do depend on like
what? Hold on, like what?
Like they know me.
Like
I'm not like if you get to know somebody, I wouldn't fuck that hoe.
So let me bring it all back. I really don't think that men can be platonic friends with girls, and I'll tell you the biggest reason why. And I speak as a guy that has nothing but girls as my friends, nothing but. Okay.
So how you don't think so?
Hold on, but so here's the thing. I went to prom with my best friend. Okay, I've been best friends with girls for years. Like I've had a lot of serious relationships with women. Like I know women very well, and I think that I can be friends with girls, but I'm an extreme rarity. I know how many other guys out there that are like me and actually are actual friends with girls, and it's extremely rare. Most guys will act like they're friends, waiting for the chance to get the pussy, whether it's waiting for you to come crying to him or the relationship to break up or whatever it is. Most guys are just trying to get the girl for sex. And the biggest thing is guys are animals, like we were saying. So if the girl randomly hit him up and like wanted to do it, that motherfucker's an animal. He's probably going to do it regardless how much of a friend he is.
I feel like, listen, because you got to be for real. I feel like guys are guys. I don't want to put this on my friend, guys. Sorry if y'all watching, but I feel like if I be like, hey, what's up, you trying to go? They'll do that.
Exactly. Let's be honest. But like dudes are caught before they got emotional.
I got some self-control, so I wouldn't do that. So I think that's why I stay cordial.
You remember what I said earlier? It's not about y'all. It's about what the guy would do.
But with the opportunity, sure. But I don't feel like none of my friend guys will ever bring the opportunity to me. I don't feel like they'll come in.
Most guys don't want to get rejected. Most of your friends don't want to get rejected. So if you say, hey, what's 4 o'clock in the morning? Let me go ahead and, come through. He's going to be like, all right, bet. First, he's going to ask, are you tripping?
Nah.
And then as soon as he finds out you're not tripping, he's going to be like, hey, whatever you want to do. That's what's going to happen.
Whatever you want, BFF.
Exactly. 100%.
I think
I don't understand. Like, y'all be acting like dudes just ain't out here trying to fuck. That's what happens every
So where's
time.
this 33%?
That's what I was.
Here, you go ahead.
It's the niggas that you just friend zoned. What are you talking about?
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
let you know this right now. If you allowed in a woman's house in late night hours and y'all just friends, I guarantee you, if they wanted to fuck, they would have found the opportunity because you already in the bitch's house at night. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I feel like they would have tried it at some point.
I
Men
stayed
don't,
with my
y'all
best
don't always
friend
need to present
for
the
over a month
opportunity.
at a time.
Some niggas will see that shit and seize the opportunity,
Hell
whether
no.
you provide it or not.
I didn't
'Cause
spend the
from
night with my
from
guy
my
friend.
experience,
drunk as
Thank
hell.
you.
My experience, niggas
I
be
didn't
rich.
spend the
Hold
night
on,
with
hold
my.
on.
I didn't spend the night with my guy friends drunk as hell, and they ain't never
True.
tried nothing.
Facts.
Like,
That's why I
shit.
said. That's why I said
Hell
if they wanted to.
No,
No,
They
because
would
they're
never-
never.
They're not
Hold
gonna
on.
bring it to you.
This all goes back to something. You're extremely naive about how men really are.
no,
Right.
like,
Extremely
could
naive.
be.
Now, and here's the thing, ladies. Men are never honest with y'all. I had a girl on here who's a huge red pill girl, and she had to burn it into my brain that women are lied to your entire fucking life by your parents, by your spouses, by every guy around you. Everybody lies to y'all, and because of that, it's really hard being a woman. It is super fucking hard because those guys will tell you all day long, yeah, I'm just your friend.
Yeah.
Low key, they want to fuck. So like,
I'm into signs too.
the biggest thing you need to understand is all men lie. Like it's and here's why men lie because
Everybody
women fall in love.
lies.
Women fall in love with what they hear. Men fall in love with what they see. That's why men fall in love with what they or that's why men lie and women put makeup on.
Women
Like you're
put
always,
up.
it's always gonna be
Women,
like that.
well, women put up a front too. Personality wise, some women will try to put on some type of act to try to attract a man too. So like it does.
So
go
I'm
both
gonna
ways.
challenge you to
My
not-
biggest thing
Hold
it
on,
goes
I'm gonna
both
challenge you
ways.
to not do the 50-50 thing.
Hold on.
I'm gonna challenge you to not do that.
I'm gonna tell you what you keep doing.
I
It's
was-
actually called a
are we-
fallacy. Like what
are
she
we-
keeps doing is a fallacy. You keep going to blank slate. That's called the blank slate fallacy. Every time I say something or anything, you're like, no, it has to be the same across the board on the other side
I'm not
too.
saying that.
It's literally called a fallacy. It's a
I'm
blank slate
just-
fallacy.
I'm
You
just
keep doing it.
I'm just putting the perspective out there. I'm not really putting myself in these unless I'm saying I'm putting myself in
I feel like you
these.
kind of are. I feel like you're way too.
See,
You're way
she's-
too nice.
She's fighting for
Like you're
her
trying
life.
to be way too
Well,
nice.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
trying
no,
to
I-
be-
I-
I'm not-
You gotta. I said it earlier. You gotta
I mean,
bake us some
I'm
cookies
fine.
after this.
No.
Like you're trying to be
Hold on,
way
hold
too
on,
nice.
Hold on.
But
It comes to no.
I am a nice person.
Well, no,
but I
it's because
also-
society says you need to answer like this. Society wants
Society
women to
don't tell
answer.
me to do shit.
Trust me. Trust
This
me.
is just me.
Because if I said these things on a government level, if we said this shit on national television or anything like that, your answer is what everybody wants. That's the PC answer. And here's the thing: you're personifying with everything. When we're talking about generalities, we're talking about everybody across the board, and that's what this is what happens on the show all the time. People always take it very personal, and y'all gotta understand. We're talking about everybody right now. We're not talking about personal.
But that's my point. I'm not trying to make it personal. I'm just saying, like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'm not trying to make it personal. I'm just saying, like, generalizations are something that's really hard to put on human beings as a whole. Men don't all act the same. My boyfriend now don't act like you.
Yeah.
My boyfriend now don't act like the nigga before him. I don't act like her.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
I'll explain to you why though. Why
I just be wanting to throw that into
Let-
perspective when you talk about some of these
and generalization. Okay, this is why we talk the general 51%. The majority, because I run a podcast where I got a bunch of people watching me that I'm giving advice to, prescriptions to make them better men and make them better at dating. If I'm giving prescriptions to people, if I'm giving advice, you have to give it to the 51%, the majority. I can't sit there and point at the 20% of men and be like, okay, this is good for y'all because y'all want this or y'all want marriage or y'all like to eat pussy or whatever the fuck it is that they like to do. Like I can't give advice for just that. I have to give a general advice for the majority. I can't always talk about the minority about everything. And like if I did, I would always be talking about what you're talking about.
Oh
but
no,
I'm not trying to.
I'm not
always
saying
talk about
To answer
that.
your
I'm
question,
putting it
Chief
there.
Dunn.
I'm putting it there because I'm just providing perspective. You taking a certain stance. I'm just throwing out there what the off person.
What
might
they saying is they don't care about your perspective. They talking about general.
And like here's another thing why we always talk about all these things, because I was just telling y'all, men lie to y'all all day, right? Yeah, they're never honest with y'all. And here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Why am I honest with y'all? Think about it. Why would I be honest with y'all?
You ain't got no reason to lie.
I already have a girl.
You don't know us.
I don't know y'all. I'm looking at y'all as like a cousin, an uncle, a brother, a father figure right now, and I'm giving y'all this advice because usually you would never give a fuck about what a man wants, because why would you? If I were in y'all's situation, I would not give a fuck about what a man wants or thinks or anything, because y'all have so many options. Why even care? You get that guy who has all these requirements and boundaries and shit. Fuck him. There's this guy over here that doesn't give a fuck.
But let me tell you.
So because of that, it makes it hard.
I don't feel like I got a lot of options right now.
Not a lot of good options.
Yeah. I guess I could say that because like yeah, I guess it's just
it's y'all have options. Like I always say, like for women, y'all have to filter 10,000 men to find your fucking unicorn Prince Charming, because there's that many people coming towards y'all within 10 years, easily 10,000 dudes. So if y'all fucking filter,
who the hell getting 10,000?
Hey, and it's harder for men because men have to talk to 10,000 girls if they want to find one unicorn, one that's actually like what they want, and actually that girl loves them like they want, burning genuine desire for him and stuff. Dude, it's rare for both sides because there's a lot of shit people out here. And the people that are good in relationships, they're in relationships and they're going to stay in them. Like they're not gonna like honestly, I do a score at the end of the show every time, and it's always based off of what I see y'all as in a relationship. She would automatically get a good number because she's obviously good at relationships. She's in one. She's obviously doing something right. Like I don't know what it is, but she's doing something right. But for the most part, there's a lot of it all comes back to accountability too. The best relationships are the ones where you're taking the most accountability. You're constantly saying, okay, I suck at this, and she's constantly saying that, and you're constantly both fighting and working for each other. Me and my girl are constantly trying to fight, do more for the other. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Mm-hmm. To the point where you both have each other's needs memorized, and you never ask each other that question again.
Yeah.
And like that's the problem, is nobody does that. Our teamwork is incredible.
You gotta know your partner's love language in order to know how to love them properly.
Yeah, love language definitely helps a lot. But the biggest thing is that nobody understands complementarianism today. Everybody thinks that relationships are equal across.
And it's not.
Y'all complement each other.
Yes, one guy, the guy should be really good at these things, and the women should be very good at these things, and that's what makes it work.
You know what?
Did anybody have something to say before I read the next super chat?
Yeah,
really quick.
Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry, but I did want to say, that's something that a lot of people touch on, like when some people say like men and women are equal, they don't mean like y'all are equal like in build and in stature. Obviously, most of y'all
we're equal in value.
We're equal in value. Yes, we compliment
and this
each other.
And this might actually piss a lot of people off. I've never said this before, but I would say women have 51% on the value, and the reason why is because y'all can make a baby. So y'all have a little bit more value than the man does. A little bit more, because y'all can create life. It's a beautiful thing. But because y'all can create life, that's why prizing the vagina is such a big deal.
They don't do that. They don't do that no more.
Yeah, and then here's the thing, ladies. Y'all may not even be hoes, but the hoes that sleep around devalue pussy. So then now,
I say it all the time.
And since they devalue it, it makes it harder for y'all to get a good guy that's gonna wait for sex. Yeah.
I then got kicked. Ooh, I ain't gonna talk about that. But bro, nowadays, if a nigga do anything for you, I don't give a damn what it is. Text you good morning on a day. He think he's entitled to your coochie.
Yeah,
like I done got kicked out of niggas' houses. Oh God, everything, because I ain't trying to give him no coochie. And I'm just like, what make you think you about to get some coochie?
So there is in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, like the Bible literally says, like the woman should always have sex with the man when he wants, and the man should always have sex with his woman when she wants, unless it's a set aside time for prayer. And I really believe that, like for a good relationship, it goes both ways.
Yeah, if we in a relationship, I agree.
1 Corinthians chapter 7.
If we in a relationship,
verse 1,
I agree.
1 through 3. Yeah, no,
I know.
Wow.
I agree. You don't be fucking your nigga.
Well, like, but y'all want to know why a lot of relationships end today because of that, though. Because the woman's withholding sex, trying to use it as leverage in something in a relationship. This happens all the time today, and like a lot of divorces happen over sex and stupid shit.
I'm sorry, I don't want to get pregnant.
I got a question for
you. Let me go to the super chats. Chef Donnie, shout out to Donnie and JR. Yeah, shout out to them, bro.
Shout out to you, Chef.
And check out his new video that he just posted.
Oh yeah, he just posted a new one today. Everybody needs to go click on his channel.
He's a chef? Like he cooks food for real?
Nah, he do.
He do. Go check it out. Yeah, go check it out.
He's also
Is this some Jeffrey Dahmer shit? Hold on. What the fuck?
Nah, he cooking. He be roasting those girls in the streets like crazy.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber.
He's actually whipping the
But he's actually a food chef too. Apparently. apparently.
okay,
So
okay.
it's a dual thing.
Shout out to
Go to the
Jeff.
next
You
one.
talking about him sliding in your DMs? No, you sliding in his. What the fuck you think this
Here,
is?
go to the next one. We got $10 from
Most of
Tomo
you
J.
have ink.
Most of you have ink. What is your opinion on being fun use only for the rest of your life? Since only 50% of women will ever get the traditional union, and the fact you want to be a grandmother.
What are you talking about, Tomo?
So what he's saying is,
Can
what
we
is the
English?
opinion on being fun use only?
Translate.
Would you be okay with being fun use only
Being in the sex only
in
category.
the sex only category for the rest of your life?
What the hell? No.
What does have a
Nobody.
tactic
No,
have to do
I don't
with it?
think any of the women would want
Nobody.
that, bro. Well, so basically, what he's saying, because y'all have ink, that you're more likely to end up in the sex
Because
only
we got
category.
tattoos.
So here's the deal, ladies, and I'm not gonna sit here and agree and say that he's correct and that guys will do that. But the thing is, what he's bringing up a good point. Men have a sex only category and a marriage category, and there's a lot of times where guys will put, like I told you, they lie all the fucking time. We'll be fucking you and make you think you're in the relationship marriage category, but really you're in the sex only category. And guys do this shit all the time, ladies. Whether it doesn't matter, who knows what the fuck pissed them off or made them put you in that category. It could be the way you talk to them, your Instagram, because you went on a girls trip. It can be all that because you went out on a girls night and he saw you fucking in a section or
Or because he
There's-
couldn't fuck you.
well, yeah. There's all types of reason why a guy will put you. It's really like the big guy, like the chads, like the guys that get all the girls. That's the guy that you don't want to get put in the sex only category with, because then you'll be on a rotation every week going back to him because you're dickmatized, and he has 3 other girls that he's doing that to. And those guys, those chads and Tyrones kill it. Like they do that shit all day long.
That's why I
Like,
stopped
they
fucking.
get that shit all day
That's why I
long.
stopped fucking though.
Yeah, and
That's
that's why.
definitely why I stopped fucking.
And that's
you
what-
have to show me what category I'm in. Quick.
I'm so happy you brought that up too, because this
Show
is
me
what we
quick.
teach. Women should not have sex.
Stop
like,
fucking.
y'all should stop having sex, because that's the only thing that's gonna make, because you'll get dickmatized if you keep fucking the Chad and Tyrone or whatever. You'll get dickmatized and ignore all the good guys that come, or just get stuck to him until another Chad comes along.
You're
You
gonna
know,
be stuck in that
and you don't-
toxic cycle.
Yeah, you don't want to be in it. So if you just stay not having sex, you'll be fine. Go to the next one.
Yo, shout out to you, Nikola Tesla.
And also, ladies, when y'all don't have sex, it forces the men to get good. Like I always have to bring this up. If all the women just stop fucking tomorrow, guess what men would have to do?
Work.
Get out of their mom's
Be
house.
fucking for real.
They'd have to get out of their
They're gonna
mama's
have to
house.
use their hand
They'd
more
have,
often.
they'd have
Be
to go.
fucking for real.
They'd be doing that because of pornography. But but they would have to, if they wanted real pussy, they'd have to step up and become real men. And like I agree with y'all, ladies. Like there might be a lot of hoes and a lot of bad women, but there's just as many men that are shit. They suck. That's why I said, like, I truly believe the top 10% of people are good people, whether that's a woman or a man. There's only 10% of people that are even worth relationships, they're going to be worth, wealthy or whatever, top 10%. $2 from JD. Ladies who have it easy, men or women. We'll start with you on this one. What do you think? Men or
What
women?
you mean easier? Neither.
We'll say privileges. Like who has it easier in life?
Women. Because you can get shit because you cute. You can get shit because you a hoe. You can get shit because you
Mostly pretty privileged though.
Yeah.
That's more pretty privileged though. But yeah, I agree with you definitely. What about you?
Situational.
Into the
Men
mic,
can have
please.
pretty-
Yeah, talk
I'm
into the
so
mic,
so
please.
sorry. I keep thinking because I'm so loud. I'm scared to get in the mic. Situational. Men can get pretty privileged too. I've seen
Hell
it.
no.
I've seen
Where
it.
they at?
If they're
Men have
in the
gotten me into places.
Where you been
top
at?
1%.
I'm not from.
Men got money
Girl,
privilege.
you know where you at?
Men got dollar
Same
privilege.
shit, same
What
shit.
about you? Do you
For
think
sure.
ladies
Same
have it easier, or men or women have it easier? Which one?
Women. I can go to the club with just my ID. I can go anywhere with
Oh
just
yeah,
my
and drink
ID,
as much as you want.
and
Yeah,
that's it.
that's pretty cool actually.
Facts.
That's the best one. What about you?
Females for sure.
For sure.
Without even having to think about it.
Yeah.
Like I could go to the gas station, my gas will be paid for, and I don't have to pay for it. 'cause
That's the
there's a
coolest
guy.
one too, man. I can't imagine
Where
going
do
up to a
y'all
gas
be
station.
at?
Man.
Where do
Ain't nobody
y'all
gonna
be
pay
at?
for your
Don't
gas.
nobody look at me like
dropped
that. They
$40
look at me
for
like,
that
bitch, you
gas.
gotta do everything.
You need to go to the right gas stations. You're going to the wrong place.
They look at
What
me like,
about
bitch,
you?
you big enough.
Who has it easier, men or women?
I guess when it comes to pretty privilege, the women, but I say men because y'all can just whip y'all little wee out and go pee wherever. And I like that.
That's a cool one.
She said,
so
not
no,
like that.
so
Y'all got a lot
so
of
so here's the
privileges,
thing.
for sure.
It's not one or the other. What it is it's based off of timeline, Mother Nature and Father Time. So for guys, we are worth nothing at 18, 19 years old. We got out of high school, unless you're a star football player or you get a scholarship or anything like that,
Facts.
you're trash. You have no money, you have no experience, you don't have nothing. So when you hit 30, 35, 40, that's when they're getting their millions, they're getting their worth up high, when they actually can pull the girls because they look good, they got the beards and shit. They might be good in the gym by then. They have experience, so they know how to get the girls and stuff. So a guy, he gets it all at the end. His value all shows up at 30, in between 30 and 40. A woman, though, y'all get all y'all's value up front at 18. As soon as when y'all are able to, like go out into the world, y'all are fucking beautiful, and every guy wants chaste, young, non-experienced. Like, this is what men want.
Shout out to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. so because of that, y'all's value is right there, and like you got to be careful. Luckily, this was a panel with a bunch of young women, 26 or under, but I'll go ahead and teach y'all this. There's something called the wall, and I don't know when the wall comes. It's a personal thing. I'm not going to tell you when it's going to come, because it's going to happen to you on your own time. But and some women are different. Some women are so beautiful that they'll stay beautiful until they're 40, and there's some women that hit the wall at 30. It's gonna be crazy. Black don't crack, right? We just hear that every show. But so because of that, women get scared at a certain point. Feminism and all this shit, you realize, fuck, they lied to me. They told me I could put off having kids. They told me I could put off the family. I could put off all this stuff. It's a lie, because when you hit 30, 32, 33, the guys that you want are officially dating down to the 20 to 25-year-old, or even just a couple years younger than you, 27, 28. And you're just like, fuck. And then you look at your DMs and you're like, fuck, I'm not getting nearly as many as I got when I was 22. What the fuck is this shit? How am I going to do this?
But nowadays, they nowadays, like, the world make it feel like it's faster. Like, now everybody having kids. Now everybody got millions.
Well,
22 years old.
You just got to be careful, because Jennifer Aniston is a perfect example of this. Beautiful woman, very fucking successful. Jennifer Aniston from Friends, from the show Friends. She accidentally waited too long. She ended up waiting a little bit too long. She went to the doctors. They were like, "You're too late. We can't freeze your eggs. You're fucked." And like, and that happens to a lot of women accidentally. Like,
females got about 20 to 25 years after they start their first period to have kids. After that, they hit menopause.
Yeah. It's geriatric pregnancy at 35, and a lot of people don't know that. And it sucks to even think about it. And it's easier to have babies at the later age when you start younger, but a lot of women aren't starting young. So it makes it even harder.
I got a question.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. There's definitely some.
I'll be like,
what's up, Donnie?
Okay, I got a baby, so let's not do
that. I got a question for Nell. When we was talking statistics and everything, where were you at? Because you got a lot to say now, talking about menopause and 20. What was the age that you started?
She was agreeing with everything, though. Right?
Yeah, but she wasn't loud enough. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand.
Too much. I don't like whenever people get to yelling, and then there's too many people talking at the same time.
Honestly, that's a really good feminine trait. She wanted to listen. That's good.
Like, y'all got it. When it's my time to speak, I'll speak. Yeah. I got a voice, but
she didn't interrupt. She wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't.
I ain't finna argue with you.
What's the next one? The next one, we got $5 from Jamizi. Thank you so much, bro. Ladies, do you think you could beat up a man? We'll start with you on this.
Do you think that you can beat up 51% of men?
Yeah, majority of men. Yeah, not just any man. But we'll say
with my hand.
The average guy is 5'8" and weighs like 200 pounds.
Can we use weapons?
I'm the average man.
But
no,
this is based off of physical.
About like just
physical, just physical fighting. Yeah, like no weapons.
Like with my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. What do you think?
I'm hitting you right in the balls. I don't give a damn. You're going down.
She might be able to with that hit.
With all my little 5'2", right in there.
We'll say no balls for the rest of the people though. I can't hit him in the balls.
Once he's back up, then
maybe I'll hit him in the throat.
No.
I have, but I mean, if I'm talking about like
the general,
51%.
Yeah,
I am gonna give it my best though. Yeah, you gonna know I'm not no bitch.
Yeah,
that's good though. I mean, don't give up, especially if you're getting beat up in the street or something.
I did martial arts. I've knocked men's teeth out, but I also will say, I'm not finna square up with no nigga, man. Have you seen me?
You're just tall as hell, so I figure you can actually. You got some. I bet you got some reach. Put your arms out there.
Strong.
Put your arms out. I want to see if you got bigger reach.
I do.
Yeah.
Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah, she got big reach. No, so what about you? Do you think that you can be up a man?
Hell no, ain't no girl.
Well, you're tiny.
Whooping no nigga.
Yeah. If y'all want just a comparison, look at the guys that literally took hormone suppressants and then went and competed against women in sports, and they fucking destroyed them after taking suppressants. You cannot beat a guy who's gone through fucking, years of being.
Guys are just genetically stronger than a female.
It's like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Once again, it's complimentary. Men,
they ain't got no hair. You ain't pulling
that.
no hair. You done got your ass whooped.
Yeah. What's the next one, bro? We got $5 more from Michael Mijo. Question for you ladies. What's your favorite sex? Every time, bro. Favorite sex period. We're gonna start with you this time. What's your favorite sex position?
Missionary.
Missionary. Okay.
I don't really like sex, but
it depends on
Dude, she's a contrarian. That was good. Like she's been a contrarian about most things.
It depends. Everybody dick hit different in everybody's position.
Okay, so it just depends on the dick.
It depends on the dick.
It depends on the dick and the position. Okay.
Yep.
Doggy. Okay.
Giggity. That's a hard one because I'm like, look, if they tall, I'm he. What position do you want me in, baby?
Yeah, it doesn't
I
matter.
would go there. I personally like to satisfy my man, so I would rather whatever position
he wants.
he likes.
Okay.
Then I'm like, okay, cool. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get satisfied.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about you?
I like them all, but it's this little position where y'all like this.
Sizzle.
Oh, well, not the scissors, but it's like.
But not with the bitches. I like to sizzle with my niggas.
How does
So kind of like laying on the side.
So
like
are you
on
top?
No,
Are you
laying
like
down.
sideways?
He's laying down, right?
Oh,
and
you
he
just
just kind
kinda
of
on the
pick
side,
that leg
just-
up, and
Yeah.
I just get right up in there. So you know what I'm saying? Like my legs is intertwined with his legs, and we just
Hold on. So are you facing
we
face to
facing each other,
face?
baby. I'm on my we right.
So
next
it's
to
Yeah,
kinda
each
like
other.
you
think of him
sling
like
on
kind of
him
laying on
almost?
his side. He's kind of laying on his side a little bit.
I know what she's
Like kind of like the kind of like the wake up and side over thing, but with the
Yeah,
legs
but I
crossed.
done
But with
kinda-
the legs crossed.
Oh, that would.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Somebody
one.
leg gonna be falling asleep and shit.
Nah,
That's
baby.
a
Gotta
good
always
stay
the
active.
niggas.
Stay active.
We got $5 for tradition and modern talks. Thank you again, bro, for coming back. Glorilla would be so proud of this panel, ladies. Jesus help us.
Gorilla be lying.
I love her.
Yeah, who is Gorilla?
What?
I know, right?
I
What
don't
the-
Could have been president the way I do
That's
this.
not
nigga.
my scene. Is she like this? Is she like a
I'm
Are you sure
F-R-E-E.
you wanna-
You don't know that song?
Baby.
Oh,
F-
nigga,
what
freak.
do you
Listen,
listen
I
to?
ain't
Oh,
got
Twerking
no
on the
word.
headlights.
Yeah.
Twerking
on the rise
Twerking
out.
on the headlights
Y'all
at the
Did y'all
red
hear
light.
that?
You listen
Hey.
Glorilla
What do
eat
I-
cum on
Ladies,
her
ladies,
fries.
ladies.
All
Hey,
right, one
pause
more.
real quick, ladies. We gotta have one mic.
Yeah, it's
Like
bad.
it is
Every time.
really clipping the
Conversation.
audio.
Y'all didn't hear that? Glorilla
I
said
guess
she eat
nobody
cum on her-
heard what
I'm
I
not
just
worried about you,
said.
baby. I'm talking about them now.
But I'm the
I'm
producer.
saying, like,
I don't
did y'all
care
not
what you're
hear
saying.
that?
You're on our show.
Okay,
One
because
mic.
y'all invited me, honey.
I don't give a fuck. Yo, one mic.
This is one mic.
We went over the rules earlier
This
today.
is one mic.
All right, you know what? All right, I got you.
Nah.
So y'all didn't hear that Glorilla eat cum on her fries?
I watched the interview. She said it.
Yeah, I mean that's
She be lying.
And she be lying.
Just like Carisha said,
She
she
be
like getting
lying.
pissed on. Girl,
That's what we
Oh
talking
no,
about.
Carisha in real life says she like going in showers. That's weird, girl.
she be lying. They do that for
Alright.
that's their
all right.
image
Here,
now.
I'm gonna. Is there any more super chats? That's it. They're all gone.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the last portion, ladies. This is where we give you a number, and then you're gonna give me a number back. I'm gonna give you a number based off of what you are in a relationship, not your looks, not your looks. This is based off of anything. Like as a guy, that like this is based off of how what my perspective or what I see in general. Most men would kind of see, but it's based off of how argumentative are you? Did you interrupt a bunch? Are you the type of person where you kind of sounded like you can listen to men, or like that you want to be complimentary to him and stuff like that. There's a lot of age is a factor in this, but y'all are all young, so it's not going to be a factor for y'all. Are
Can
you
you
the only
start
one with
down
kids?
there?
Are you the only one? Yeah. Are you the only one with kids?
Yeah, I got
No, I got a kid.
You have a kid also? Kids?
Oh, fuck them kids.
not my baby.
Wait a minute.
Not my baby.
He had to do that one.
Wait a minute.
All right,
Not my
but so because of that though, the kids have a little bit, because guys when they're dating, they do think about whether or not they're going to be a stepdad or not. That's something that sometimes is a really big thing in dating.
Do
for
it
a
matter
guy.
if it's a girl or a boy?
I don't know. I think some guys might
I feel
actually
like
like
they
a
do.
boy because they can.
Well,
do
I got
the-
a son.
Yeah, so they can do like your boy stuff, and you got a son too. Okay, so guys, any of these guys that wants to be a stepdaddy, you can do the fun stuff. But yeah, I'll start over here. You did really good for the most part on a lot of things. You're interrupted sometimes, and like you definitely like just wanted to argue on some things. But for the most part, you're willing to listen. You're willing to try to see my side on a lot of things. That's a huge deal. Just being willing to listen to the guy, because when you're in a relationship, you need to be able to listen to your man. You don't need to just always argue over everything. So because of that, and here's the thing also, ladies, if I give y'all a 5 is average. 5 is not an insult. It is average. Like, I would consider myself in a relationship probably a 5 because I'm pretty average for the most part,
It's
you
like
know?
a 50-50 kind of thing?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
so 1 is really bad relationships. 9, 10 means you're really good at them. 5 is your average. So, like, honestly, I would give you, like, you're probably average. Like, I honestly don't know. I didn't get to hear enough from you really, but I would probably say you're about average right now. But yeah, like I said, y'all will get to give me a number afterwards and and let me know what you thought about the show also. For you, everything about you was really good, except for the only thing that gives you like a negative point is having a kid. And once again, I'm just saying because some guys will take that seriously. Now, is there a lot of guys that don't at all? Yes, there is. Like I told you, there's 33% of men that are virgins and/or haven't had sex this year. So those guys, they're happy to be stepdaddies sometimes. I know you probably don't want it, but I'm just letting you know there are a lot of options out there. They just might not be what you want sometimes, you know? So that's all I would say. In those situations, sometimes I like to give the advice to cut off a couple inches, come down on we didn't talk about income, so I don't know what income you are looking for in a guy, but sometimes I like to tell women in certain situations to come down a couple inches on height, come down a little bit on the income, and it's easier for you to find and lock in like that really good guy. And also be celibate, because if y'all are sleeping around, you're not going to be able to see the guy that might actually be a good guy. But yeah, I easily give you like a 6 or a 7. And it's like you don't even lose a lot because you have a good age and you listen very well. Do you have a good father in your life?
Yeah.
Okay, like you were raised by him mostly. Do you have any brothers?
He's dead.
Okay. Well, I can just tell about your father being in your life, like you're very based, like you're willing, like you've heard men strict like me, and it doesn't bother you because, and that's another thing. Like if y'all wonder why I talk the way I do and stuff like that, and well, big thing is I match energy. So you want to get like this, I'm gonna get like this too. And like, but also a big thing is men. I grew up in like my parents divorced when I was 7, but they both remarried really quick, and both of my fathers were extremely masculine, strong men. So the way I talk is extremely normal to me. And people who have strong father figures, they don't see it at all. They're like, oh, this is normal. You know?
No, I see it 100%, but I'm just not argumentative. You can go argue with your mama because that's me.
It's not you, yeah. But no, good job otherwise. For you, you're also in a pretty good situation. You're only 26, you said, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so because you're only 26, you don't have any kids.
What score did you give Neil?
Yeah, you ain't
giving I 6 or 7. 6 or 7, yeah. I would honestly probably give you about a 6 or a 7 also. And it's because you listened really well. You didn't interrupt. You were really trying to learn about men. And like I told y'all earlier, most women don't want to learn about men today. And I don't blame you. I would not want to give a fuck about what men want either. Who gives a fuck about a man's preference? But the reason why we have to start caring about men's preferences is because a man puts the ring on. So that's the only reason why we should ever give a fuck about what a man wants. Otherwise, who gives a fuck? If you never want to have a ring or you never want to have kids, I'm right there with y'all. Who gives a fuck about men? Because there's no sense in it, you know.
Drink to that one.
Yeah, and that but for you, yeah, easily like the 6, 7. No, very, very good. I definitely see you as being good in a relationship. For you, obviously you're doing really good because you're in a good relationship. I mean, I don't know how good a relationship it is, but I know that you're doing something right. Obviously, you automatically are gonna get like a 7 or 8. Because you're doing something right. Now, were you very argumentative with me? Kept blank saying fallacy, kept like wanting to come back on things? Yes, but you did it extremely calm. You did it extremely well. That's how you're supposed to argue with your spouse when you do it. You're amazing at that. Yeah, honestly, I think you get a 9 for that, honestly. Because of how calm you are and how good you are at talking and communicating issues and shit. Fucking amazing. Like, amazing. For you.
Help me.
No, honestly, you get a really good score because you might have a kid, but you're young, so you still got time. And but yeah, really, the kid's the only thing because you're willing to listen. We argued over some things, and like you interrupted a little bit, but you learned really quickly. Oh, I should stop interrupting. Oh, I should listen to some of these things. You know, like, and that's bigger than anything. Being able to recognize in the middle of a show, like, hey, I should change and do this. You know. That's a big deal. Accountability. Yes, accountability. It's a really big deal. Honestly, you get like a 6 or 7 for that. Like, I think that you would be good in a relationship if you can just transfer that to your relationship. Like when you have an argument with your man or anything, like listen to him, you know? And I like to say, ladies, it's not y'all's fault sometimes that you end up in shitty relationships. Like men are in their role today and women are in their role because a man is. If a man is truly masculine in his role, women fall into their fucking feminine role. They will just do it because he's providing, he's doing all this stuff. So I don't blame a lot of y'all for a lot of the things that happen to y'all. It's a lot of because the economy sucks, because the dollar went down so much that a man can't be a provider anymore. So it makes men shit, which then makes it to where y'all have no choices. Y'all have to go to work. It's hard. You know, it's bullshit. But y'all got to always remember at the end of the day, they are trying to make y'all single. The powers that be. Because if they make y'all single, they make way more fucking money. Women are 80% of the consumer base. Y'all are most of the credit card debt. So because of that, they want y'all to stay single and spending money on all types of bullshit instead of buying a house with your husband and having generational wealth built with him. You know, so really focus on those things. Find a guy with a good 401k or IRA, HSA. Be prepared to walk into his frame. What I like to say, a good strong man holds frame. He's not using game to get girls and trick you. He holds frame, and a good woman will come into it. But he can only hold frame if he's valuable. But if he built that frame and it's worth something. Okay, so find those guys, and remember, he might not be wearing Gucci. He might be in a Honda, and that's okay. If he has a 401k, if he has a HSA or IRA, that guy's looking towards the future. That's all y'all should be caring about, okay? But yeah, now y'all can give me a number back really quick of what y'all think I would be in a relationship, and then give me what do you think about the show, and if you would come back. I'll start with you on this one.
Your girlfriend is beautiful, so clearly you're doing something right, and y'all been together for a minute.
Yeah, 2 years.
And I heard she was spoiled.
Yeah, too much.
So, and you know, like you're a man. Like you just said, I was chilling in the show because, like, I was like, let me don't fuck with him, and I don't want my man to be like that because I can fuck with a man. I can go there, so I need me a man that's gonna be like, hey, chill, and I can chill. So I can be like a 7 or 8, like you did.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you. And what do you think about the show?
I actually like the show. It taught. I ain't gonna say it. Well, yeah, I guess it did teach me something and give me. It was fun.
A different perspective, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe if you don't learn anything, at least you get a different perspective. And sometimes my dream is that at least y'all go home and maybe think about when you're about to go to sleep. Like some of these stats and stuff, it may not fully resonate or change you or anything, but you might think about it tonight whenever you really like bored and you're like, well, maybe I should do this next time I meet a guy, you know. Or
and like I was saying, I got a lot of guy friends, and when we talk, it's not so like telling me a man's perspective. It's more just telling me like that's wrong. Like you're talking wrong. It's not telling me like what's right. So
yeah,
that was good to hear.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for coming. And if you ever want to come back, please do. If you ever want to bring a single friend, please do. I see this as kind of like a church thing. I'm trying to convert people. I'm trying to teach people about these relationships. It's called becoming red pilled in the inline on the online thing. They call it becoming red pilled because it opens your eyes up to the truth. When you look into evolutionary biology and you see how humans really are, it opens you up. It opens your eyes to the true nature of everything, and it truly wakes you up. And so, yeah, I would love for you to bring a friend back if you ever can, you know. And we also do a new dating show on Wednesdays. That's speed dating. So
it be me in here.
Yeah, well, no. Well, no, it's speed dating. So we just bring 1 or 2 girls from the show that we like or that the chat likes, and they get to come on and video date y'all. So they'll come on video, and it's just a speed date. We'll look at their Instagram and see what they look like on there.
I want to do that.
And then if y'all like, if the date goes good, you know, maybe you'll slide in the DMs or something. You never know.
Y'all like me in the chat? Bring me back for the speed date.
If y'all like her, bring her back. But no, but yeah, for you, go ahead and give me a number. And what do you think about the show?
Yeah, I want to piggyback. Your girlfriend is freaking amazing. I really like her. She's really nice and pretty. So, yeah, you can't be a piece of shit if you have her. So, I personally, as a whole, I'd give you a 7. But personally, I just know we're not each other's cup of tea. Oh yeah. So that would definitely, that would be deaded. But as for the show, it's my first podcast. I enjoyed being on here a lot, and I enjoy not only I like to challenge perspectives because I like to gain perspectives.
Yeah, you're definitely a contrarian. You're a very good contrarian.
I don't want to argue, but I like hearing what you have to say to back stuff up, and I feel like I would love to come back just because it's not only gaining. It's not only helping me gain perspective. I can also learn things, but I also would hope that maybe I say something, intellectual enough for you to maybe pick something up for me.
There's definitely some girls that have changed me on some different opinion, or not even opinions, but different things that I teach, I guess you could say, prescriptions I write. I've definitely changed some things, but a lot of the stuff that I go back to, like I said, in this red pill area of the internet, what they like to say is it's a praxeology. So what that means is that it's not exactly an ideology where I'm going to believe all these things with in my heart, this is what this is all just facts. And then with those facts, you do whatever you so want. I can give you all these statistics, and whether or not you want to date a certain way or change your life, that's all on you. Now, but I also write prescriptions. I teach men how to date, you know, and I do like to tell women you should do these things or do that if you want to get the right guy. So yeah, but no, thank you so much for coming. I would love for you to come back. Please bring a friend when you do come back. But yeah, we got a lot more to talk about. And the big thing is I only probably talked about 20-25% of the stats I like to talk about. So like y'all didn't even get barely any of like if y'all feel like y'all learned some stuff or heard some really weird shit, y'all only probably heard 20-25% of it. I got a lot of shit that y'all thought she got triggered off of that. Huh. Y'all would have there's way more shit that would have triggered y'all way more. So
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
Hell yeah. Yeah, go ahead for you. Go ahead and give me my number. And then what do you think about the show?
Okay. First, are you taking my friend to go see Future?
I want to. Yeah, we want to. I mean, that's something that we're all working on.
Okay, well.
If I take her to Future, what's my number?
If you take her to Future, you get a 10. No, just
okay.
But I would say a 5 or a 6 because even though like you were telling them not to interrupt, you was also interrupting them as well. So that was,
contradicting.
A thing.
And I'll explain to you why I do that because I am the host, and I used to say at the beginning of the show is I used to always say at the beginning of the show like when I did the rules, I am the host. I'm always able to interrupt because I'm the host. You need to be prepared for that. But now I don't say that anymore. I just wait for a girl to be super interruptive, and then I do it right back to them. Because I like to match energy. I like to show, like last week or on Friday was a perfect example of it. The girl did it to me that was sitting right next to me, and I literally caught her perfectly, and she learned what she was doing. A lot of times, man, people are so bad at, arguments, relationship stuff. You never realize how much you're truly cutting people off and doing, and it causes this to happen. And this happens. You know how many relationships are ruined because of that shit? Because they get in arguments and end up doing this shit. There's no point in it. It's always a teaching point for me whenever I try to like show anything like that. But no, you're totally right. I was interrupting, but sometimes I kind of do it to be on a little bit on purpose. Sometimes
because that's my whole thing is that like I'm big on communication with like whoever I'm dating. So I'm gonna let you speak because I want to understand where you're coming from and what you're saying instead of just like how you said listening just to hear you. Yeah. I want to understand what you're saying because what I have to say back needs to.
You better be able to understand it too.
Because I'm fighting for my right. Like I'm your right, and you're saying you're right. I can't say I'm right if I don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, and like if you ever go to any type of counselors for relationships, the first thing they fucking teach you is how to understand your partner, and the understanding comes down to communication. Being able to communicate and understand that they're that type of person or whatever it is. No, thank you so much. And would you come back on the show?
I would.
Hell yeah. No, that's all I like to hear. Please bring, a single friend, and we'll have even more fun with them.
Yeah.
What about you? Give me my number and what you thought about the show.
I would say 5 or a 6. I do understand the perspective now that you explained why you were being so interruptive and stuff, so I get it.
I'm still that way. Like that's why I'm happy with 4s and 5s and 6s because trust me, I'm not perfect, guys. And nobody's perfect in a relationship. We need to always be prepared
for sure
that you can find a guy that's not going to be perfect, and you might not be either. That's okay.
For sure, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. You're a human, and as like you were telling me, I was raised by my dad and stuff, so like I'm used to the more of the stricter masculine men and stuff, so I could get it. Like, I get it, understand it 100%. But also, you got to understand that not every female is wanting to sit and argue and then put up with the, dang, you just finished yours, I can't finish mine type thing. So, it's contradicting in a sense. Would I come back to the show? 100%.
Yeah.
100%. It was cool. It was a great perspective to see everybody's different view on relationships and their standpoint of how they see things.
Yeah, please come back. And like I said, I barely got into what I like to really talk about. Like whenever we get into evolutionary biology and like the facts out here and stuff, it is literally way different than what you've believed your whole life. Like if y'all heard everything, you'd be like, what the fuck? I've been lied to by Disney, by my parents, for real. They told women that you are gonna get this Prince Charming, and they told men if you do all this courting and all this stupid shit, you're gonna fucking get the girl that you want, and that's not true on either end.
Ever. So ain't nobody ever gonna put the glass slip on me.
No,
that's why I like
sadly, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. So what about you? Go ahead and give me my number, and what do you think about the show?
I'm gonna agree with them because that's pretty much exactly what I was gonna say. Just more so, the contradicting thing, and then you're on your shit. So you got a bag, baby. You're very educated. You're smart. So
entrepreneur.
Oh.
Yeah, I like
thank
it.
you.
And then
Yeah,
this is my first podcast ever. So I'm still working on myself. I got a lot of shit to fucking deal with and within. So yeah. Sorry, baby. Life ain't peaches and creams for me. But this was a nice show and I liked it. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, for real. I really appreciate all y'all for coming, ladies. Thank you to all the viewers too, everybody in chat that came and showed up. I really
Before
appreciate
we leave,
everybody.
can I ask you something?
Yeah, go for it.
What's one thing that you learned from us today?
Oh, I like that one.
I know.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah,
Did you learn anything?
every panel, I learned that everything that I'm teaching is more needed than ever before. Because every panel I learned.
What did you learn?
Not for real.
Us?
Like, okay, what I learned specifically. Let me think really, really hard about that. Y'all gotta understand, I've already had over 100 girls on this show, and a lot of the answers that y'all give, the reason why I'm so quick to respond, or I are like, why y'all are like, damn, that was scripted as fuck, what you just, because everything y'all have said, I have heard before, and I already know exactly how to answer it, and that's what makes the show entertaining, honestly, is because I'm not somebody that's like, oh yeah, no, it makes it fun because I know exactly how to respond to almost every single thing a woman says that I would disagree with or whatever. But yeah, honestly, what I learned, I don't know, and I'm gonna say this happens every episode. Every episode, I'm learning more and more. Like I said, the world needs this more than ever. But I'm learning more and more that women are willing to listen more than ever now. Every episode, it's getting better and better and better. Don't get me wrong, shit like that happens all the time. But I really do believe that there's like a shift in the world right now, and like women are waking up, they're realizing their prize, they're starting to prize it more. I think that men are waking up and realizing that they need to fucking step up. Like there's a lot of shit going on, and these kind of panels and everybody learning and listening and stuff and like trying to soak it in compared to the first time I started this show fucking 4 months ago. Oh, it's completely different, man. Everybody's listening way more. So yeah, that's what I learned is that like I said, I'm learning this every episode more and more and more. People are willing to listen. People are willing to learn about men and stuff because we live in a gynocentric society that is ruled by women almostly. Like, don't get me wrong, at the very tip top, there's a lot of men, but they wanted y'all to fucking do what y'all are doing because they make more money off y'all. Once again, the 1%, they're fucking killing us. They're destroying the families, and they want that. But no, did you have anything else? Did that answer you?
Can I come back for Wednesday?
For the speed dating? I already have 2 girls for Wednesday, so I can't bring anybody this Wednesday, but maybe next Wednesday for sure. I'll definitely talk to you in the DMs about that. No, thank y'all all so much, though. This was a really awesome, beautiful panel. Smart ladies, except for one. But yeah, thank y'all all so much. Thank you. Shout out to my girl for shout out to my girl for helping out with everything that she does. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, JR. Thank you, Donna. Y'all fucking kill it as always, man. Awesome producers. And everybody else, we will see y'all on Wednesday night. We got speed dating going on. I got 2 beautiful girls coming back that are some of y'all's favorites. So I bet this is going to be a really good one for the speed dating. So yeah, I will see y'all later, man. Peace.
Shout out to Jake, Ron, and Franklin.
Oh yeah. And is it Istanbul that had the issues? Shout out to them too. Or is that where the earthquake happened?
Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey. Yeah, shout out and prayers to them.
Shout out to
all that
Turkey.
shit.
No, for real.
Yeah, a lot of people are still trapped
I
in
don't
shit.
even want to talk about it.
Yeah, all right, but
Shout
yeah,
out.
everybody have a good night. We will see y'all later. Peace the fuck out. Peace.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Wow, I was literally saying that in my head.